can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can never tell, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Public Safety expects a record number of accidents over the coming holiday weekend due to crowded highways and icy streets. So we at WJM-TV urge you to do your bit and drive carelessly.
Did I really hear that, or was it just my imagination?
Hear what?
Well, no, it must have been my imagination.
Did I hear what I just heard?
Yeah, I think you did.
5, 4, 3, 2. That'll be for me. Yes, Sam. Yes, I heard that. No. We're not advocating reckless driving, Sam. No. It's just that Baxter's mouth is accident-prone. Yes, Sam. Yes, I do plan to do something about it. Yes. Right now. Yes, Sam.
Thanks, Lou. Good show tonight, guys.
See if you can read this.
You're fried.
You're fired! Well, what for? Because you can't even read this.
That seems like a pretty small thing.
Did you hear what you said in your sign-off?
Well, I wasn't paying much attention. I'll look and see. Department of Public Safety expects a record coming holiday weekend due to crowded ice. We at WGM urge you to do your bit and drive carelessly.
You did it again. He did it again. I could give him 10 shots at it, but you'd still say carelessly every time, wouldn't you?
Well, sure, that's what it says. If it's wrong, it's not my fault, it's Murray's.
You're hired.
I'm hired?
You're hired.
Not so fast, Lou. You just fired me. If you want to hire me, it'll have to be for more money.
More money?
That's right. But first you're going to have to say, I'm sorry, Ted.
I'm sorry, Ted.
All right, now let's talk about money.
How much?
You humiliated me in front of my staff, Lou. You said harsh, uncomplimentary things which were unfounded and uncalled for.
How much?
$10 a week be okay?
You got it.
Thanks, Lou. Hey, that worked out pretty good, eh, guys?
Murray, come into my office. Sit down, Murray.
I'm already sitting.
Sit down, I said.
Sure, Lou.
Did you just yawn at me?
No, I just didn't yawn at you. I tried to yawn away from you.
You missed.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lou, but, well, you know what it's like when you feel a yawn coming on and you don't want to yawn and you try not to yawn. You know what it's like, don't you?
Yeah, you yawn.
Hey, see, you just did it yourself.
Murray, why are we wasting my time talking about your yawns? I just had to apologize to Ted out there. I don't like to apologize to Ted. I like to chew Ted out. And I don't like it when I chew Ted out and find out I'm wrong. Am I boring you?
No.
Will you stop that?
I just told you, when you try to stop, you can't.
If I can stop, you can stop, and I'm stopping. See? No yawning. But the next time you make a mistake on Baxter's copy, I'll dock you the extra money I had to pay him. Okay, that's all.
Hey, you know, that's terrific, Lou, the way you can just not yawn like that.
Just takes willpower, that's all.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Everything okay?
Yeah, sure, fine, thanks.
Hi, Mary.
Night, Mr. Grant.
Murray.
Good night, Lou. It won't happen again, Lou.
I know.
You know, I don't blame Lou for being mad. I don't know how a mistake like that ever got on the air.
It was my fault, Murray. I didn't have a chance to check your copy.
You've been checking my copy?
Well, I wasn't going to say anything about it, but... Well, okay, now that nobody has mentioned it, for the last couple of weeks, I can not only see that something is bothering you, Murray, I can read it.
You mean you've been covering for me, Mary?
We've all been covering for you, Murr. Usually I manage to capture typos, but once in a while something slips by me. I'm not perfect, you know. Don't take it too hard. You do a good job in other ways. See you Monday, all.
To have to take that from him and to know he's right.
Hey, Murray, something is bothering you, isn't it?
Why do you say that?
Well, it's not just the mistakes in your copies. I mean, you don't seem yourself. You seem tired.
Yeah, well, I guess I am a little tired.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be prying like this. I mean, you and I are good friends, and if you want to tell me something, you will. And in the meantime, it's your problem, right?
Right?
It isn't any, kind of trouble at home, is it?
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, Marie and I are going to celebrate our 10th wedding anniversary in 2 weeks.
Hey, terrific. When are you going to get her?
Well, I always buy her something big, but she's so practical, she always returns it and gets something small. So I thought this year I'd just get her something small to begin with.
Oh, what?
A compact car.
A car?
Yeah. I've been moonlighting at night to try to come up with a down payment. Maybe that's why I'm so tired.
Murray, you got another job?
For a month now. I think it's catching up with me.
I think it's winning.
Yeah, but I guess in a week I'll have the down payment. In 2 weeks I'll have enough to buy a tank full of gas.
Well, what's the job, anyway?
What?
I said, what's the new job?
Oh, well, I'm teaching basic news writing, night school.
Hey, Murray, I didn't know you could teach.
Well, neither did I, but I always wanted to try, so...
Oh, well, listen, you can count on me to cover for you.
Thanks, Mary.
And I know you can count on Ted.
I'm as good as fried already.
Mare, you asleep yet?
No, Rhoda, just a second. Hi.
I gotta tell you who I saw tonight.
Oh, who?
Do you have some hot anything?
Coffee.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great, yeah.
So, who did you see tonight?
Well, I'll get to that. First, let me tell you about my date. You remember that computer technician? The one whose hands were programmed for touching and grabbing?
Yeah, I think so. The one you said you wouldn't go out with again in a million years?
Yeah, well, it's amazing how fast a million years can go by.
So, is that who you're going to tell me you ran into?
No, I'm coming to that. First, let me tell you where he took me on the date. Get this, a drive-in movie.
Rhoda, who goes to a drive-in movie in the winter?
He does. He figures if you get cold enough...
Oh,
Mr. Subtle. Mary, 6 times he presses the reclining seat button. I find myself looking up at the roof of the car instead of the screen.
what'd you do?
I called a cab.
So you took a cab home from a drive-in movie?
Yeah. How about that? Another first for the kid, right? So listen, I get in the cab, I give the address, and the driver grunts and starts off without even glancing around. I mean, he just looks straight ahead. All I can see are these eyes staring at me in the rearview mirror. Mary, whose eyes were they?
Rhoda, whose eyes were they?
Well, I'm coming to that. So as we're driving along, I quick remember what my mother always told me. When you get in a cab, always check the little picture of the driver and memorize his hack number. Just in case you have to identify him in a police lineup, right?
Yeah.
Which I did. I memorized the picture and the number. Which brings me to who I saw tonight.
Oh, good.
93628.
Oh, Rhoda.
The driver was Murray.
Murray? Mine, Murray?
Yeah, from the newsroom. Would you...
Well, that's impossible. Murray is teaching at night.
Yeah? Well, tell him the ashtrays are full in his classroom.
Murray, driving a cab. But did you say hello to him or anything?
Oh, no, it was obvious. The man was embarrassed to have me see him. So I didn't say anything.
Well, I wonder why he told me he was teaching night school.
I don't know, Mayor, but I'll tell you, I feel very bad about the whole thing.
Bad about what, seeing him?
No, not tipping him. Force of habit. Mary, how about some coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. It keeps me awake.
Mary, will you get these revised figures to sales?
Yes, sir.
Say, Lou, while we're at it, I'd like my dressing room painted.
What do you mean, while we're at it?
I mean, about last Friday night, you know, a little talk about the apology and the raise. Well, I've decided I want my dressing room painted.
No. For me to give you anything else, Murray's gonna have to make another big mistake so that I make a big mistake and fire you for his mistake. But Murray's not gonna make another mistake. And if I fire you, the next time it's not gonna be a mistake.
Did I say good morning, Lou?
Morning, Ted.
Morning, Mary.
Good morning, Ted.
Morning, Murr.
Speaking of good morning, Murr, where is he?
You mean, Murray?
Ah.
Oh, well, Murray is, just, down the hall. Down the, cold hall. Cold.
Murray, you're late.
Yeah, I know, Lou. I'm sorry.
And don't start that again.
Mary. Oh, thanks. Mary, look, I gotta talk to you about what happened last night.
You mean about Rhoda recognizing you? Murray, why didn't you tell me you were driving a cab? You've kept your secret.
Well, I know, but, well, I told Marie I was teaching night school, and it just seems simpler if I told everybody that so she wouldn't find out by mistake.
Well, boy, you sure picked a tough way to earn extra money.
And I'll say, I was robbed last night.
What?
Yeah, right after Rhoda got out of my cab.
Oh, Murray.
Yeah, and that's not the worst part. I had to go to the police station to file the report, which made me later than usual getting home. And I couldn't call and tell Marie where I was.
Well, you should have told her anyway.
No. I was afraid she'd get upset and mad because I was trying to make that extra money for her present, you know, and make me stop. You know what she's like. She'd be worried I was going to get robbed or some silly thing like that. Did I just say what I just said?
Yes, you did.
Well, anyway, she was worried because I wasn't home on time. She called the night school, and they said they never heard of me.
So she found out you were driving a cab anyway, right?
Worse than that. Marie doesn't believe I was driving a cab at all these nights. Marie is convinced that I am having an affair with someone.
Oh, that is worse.
With you.
Oh, more worse. You and me having an affair? Oh, Murray, did you tell Marie how absolutely ridiculous, how unlikely that is?
Oh, sure. So I told her I was driving cabs at night to make extra money, and she said, what do we need the extra money for? I just couldn't tell her.
Well, Murray, I think you should.
No.
Then quit that other job. Give her the car when you saved enough for the down payment. But, Murray, please tell Marie you and I are not having an affair.
Have you heard the latest scuttlebutt?
No, what is the latest scuttlebutt, Ted?
Mary and Murray. They're not having an affair.
No kidding. Two people in this newsroom are not having an affair. Got any more bombshells like that?
Cool it, cool it, cool it.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were busy.
I'm not. Come in.
Well, Mr. Grant, I was just wondering if it would be all right if I leave before the show is over tonight. See, I have something sort of personal to take care of. But, you know, if you say that it's not all right, that will be all right.
I don't know, Louis. A lot of people seem to be taking advantage of you lately. One of these days, I'm going to ask to leave the show before it's over.
You know, I just may take him up on that. Go ahead, Murray and I'll hold down the fort.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Well, it's about the Murray problem.
I don't want to hear there is a Murray problem.
But, Mr. Grant...
No. You handle it, not me.
But that's what I'm trying to do.
Fine. You just go ahead and do it. As long as it doesn't involve me. Mary, is he sleeping on his typewriter?
Maybe he's just resting.
Or maybe after all these years of pounding a typewriter, he finally got curious and is looking inside it to see what makes it go.
Mr. Grant, he's sleeping. Mr. Grant, look, I don't usually go prying into people's personal affairs, but before you get mad at Murray, there's something you ought to know. Murray is working nights driving a cab to earn extra money.
Why didn't he just come and tell me he needed more money? Then I could have told him why I can't give it to him.
But see, Mr. Grant, he's trying to earn the money so he can afford to give his wife a really sensational 10th wedding anniversary present. I mean, isn't that just the darlingest, the nicest thing you ever heard of?
Mary, a man shouldn't have to go through what he's going through to buy his wife a present.
Right.
A man shouldn't have to exhaust himself driving a cab at night so that his work suffers and he gets chewed out by a hard-nosed guy like me.
Oh, Mr. Grant, I'm just so glad to hear you feel this way.
Oh, I do. So you tell Murray to either quit that other job or he's had it.
But, Mr. Grant...
Mary, I have a newsroom to run here, right?
Right. Murray?
See? Just one little cat nap and I'm fresh as a daisy. Only 6 more days of this, Mayor, and I'm home free.
Murray.
Yes, Mayor.
Listen, I know you wouldn't have wanted me to, but I told Mr. Grant about your other job.
You did?
Yeah, see, I figured if he knew why you've been so tired lately, then, you know, you wouldn't be under so much pressure.
Mary, you're a doll. You're terrific. To do that for me. What can I say?
Well, you could say, Mary, why don't you mind your own business?
What?
Mr. Grant said you've got to quit that other job or you had it.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, why couldn't I just leave bad enough alone?
No, Mary, it's not your fault. You meant well. Really, it's okay.
Yeah, well, now what are you going to do?
I don't know. Either way, I lose. If I keep going for the car, I lose my job here. And if I don't go for the car, Marie'll never believe that you and I aren't having an affair.
Hey, Murray, could you answer something for me?
Sure.
Why does she think it's me?
I don't know. Who else is there? Besides, she said I talk about you all the time. You know, it must be hard for a wife to understand that her husband and a single woman can be just friends.
Yeah, but we are.
I know. Now, how could she think that you would do a thing like that? Oh, boy, I can't wait till next week when I give her that car and see that look on her face. Is she gonna feel rotten?
Oh, just a minute.
Hi, Marie.
Hello, Mary. Come on in. I've been kind of expecting you.
Hi, such a nice home.
Yes, wasn't it? Please excuse the mess. I had the kids in here and everything.
Oh, what a cute puzzle. cow jumped over the moon, huh? Which one of the kids is working on this?
I am. I just finished Cornwallis's surrender at Yorktown, and there weren't any other ones in the house, so
Marie.
Tomorrow I'm buying this big round one. 5,000 pieces, all white. It's the hardest one they make.
Hey, Marie, don't do this to yourself.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I don't know how to knit.
I mean, please don't drive yourself crazy thinking that Murray is having an affair with anyone, especially me, because he's not.
Look, Mary, you might think that I am just a little naive housewife, but I know what goes on in those newsrooms.
Marie, listen, couldn't we just sit down and talk?
Mary, I know that you are a very nice girl, and you wouldn't purposely fall in love with Murray. It's just that you couldn't help it. He's a very sexy man. Isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have known it since our first date. We went to see The King and I with Yul Brynner, and you should have seen the looks we got coming out of the movie.
Well, Marie, the thing is, you know, as irresistible as Murray is, there are some dumb women in this world who don't love Yul Brynner, you know, or even Paul Newman. And I guess I'm just one of those women.
You don't love Paul Newman?
No.
Oh, well then, how do you feel about Murray?
Same thing. Dumb, huh?
Well, if it isn't you, then who is it?
Marie, it isn't anybody.
Oh, come on, Mary. What's he doing out every night? And why did he lie to me and tell me that he was teaching night school? Now, who is he seeing?
Marie, can you keep a secret?
About who he's seeing?
No! I mean, Murray would kill me if he knew that I told you, so you gotta promise me, yes, you will never tell him, or I can't tell you, and that's a shame because it's a great secret. You're gonna love it.
I will?
Yes.
Well, okay, I promise.
Okay, Murray has been driving a cab at night so that he can buy you a new car for your anniversary. That's why he couldn't tell you.
A brand new car?
Yes!
Oh, that dear, wonderful man. And I thought that you had it. Oh, how could I have thought that you... Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, Mary, can you forgive me?
Yes, I can. You just gotta promise you'll never tell Murray I told you, or it'll ruin his whole surprise.
Oh, right, I promise.
Marie, Mary.
Wait.
What are you doing here?
Oh, you dear, wonderful man. A new car.
She found out. Because I told her. I'm sorry, Murray. It just seemed like the only thing to do.
No, it's okay, Mary. Now, look, honey. I had to quit that other job before I got all the money I needed.
Oh, so I'm not gonna get a car?
No, you're going to get a car. You're just not going to get... What I mean to say is, remember our second anniversary of 1963? And I wanted to buy you that new car, but you said no, you didn't think we could afford it?
Yes.
Well, I finally got you that car.
That car?
Yeah, 1963 car.
Well, I guess I'll just be going. So... I can, see myself. So, goodbye.
On the local scene, a hotly debated tippler's tax caused considerable argument. In the city council today, the proposed heavy tax on liquor is certain to become a controversial issue during the upcoming election campaign.
Oh.
Here's Gordy with the recap of the weather.
Murray?
Not me, Lou. I quit that other job.
Yeah, he did, Mr. Grant. He really did.
Look, here's a copy of the news copy.
It was Ted's fault?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Rhoda? Bless you.
Mary, I think I may possibly be coming down with a cold.
What's your temperature?
Ooh.
What is it?
101. That has to be my temperature, right? Couldn't be my weight.
Rhoda, you get right back upstairs and into bed.
Yeah, right.
Is there anything I can get you? Vitamin C, aspirin, anything like
Mia,
that?
nothing. Thanks a lot, kid. Although I would like a couple of magazines. That would be nice.
A couple of magazines. Okay, I'll drop them off for you.
And some books, maybe. A crossword puzzle.
A puzzle, good. Break the monotony.
And fruit, Mary. I love fruit. when
Okay,
I'm,
I got some
afraid
oranges,
when I'm
I think.
sick.
I can...
And you know what? I was supposed to take my car in for a 6-month checkup, and I was wondering...
Rhoda!
All right.
Hi, Mary.
Morning.
Yes, well, I always said that looks aren't important when you have a good clothes sense going for you.
Phyllis, I'd like to tell you something.
What?
It is so hard for me to tell you this.
What is it you can tell me? What?
I'm extremely contagious.
Mary, how you can be so friendly with Rhoda is really beyond me.
Well,
Well, anyway, I came up here to ask you for a favor, Mary, but, Mary, do not say yes unless it's really convenient for you. Promise.
I promise.
I was wondering if you could stay with Bess for the weekend. It would really be terrific, and it would really help me out a lot.
Stay with Bess for the weekend?
Yeah.
Is that all? Oh, sure, I'd be glad to.
Oh, Mary. Oh, I'm so relieved. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Well, Bess has her little suitcase all packed and her sleeping bag all rolled up, and she'll come up here and stay with you.
Well, listen, would she be more comfortable if I went down there and stayed with her?
Oh, that wouldn't seem fair.
No, I don't mind.
No, I mean to Bess. See, Lars and I are going off on our little adventure, and she ought to be able to have one, too.
Oh. Well, what little adventure are you and Lars off to?
Oh, well, you know what a group marathon is?
Yeah, where a bunch of people get together and discuss their problems, right?
Yeah, not that Lars and I have any particular problems, but, well, if it's possible for things to be better, why shouldn't he be?
Yeah, it sounds terrific to me, too.
Excuse me.
Hold it a minute.
You realize you have been tying up my phone for over half an hour?
Business call, Mayor. Can't be helped. What, honey? Yeah. Sure will be neato to get out of town. How about 7:30? See you then.
Hey, you going out of town this weekend?
Well, sort of.
Oh, where you going, Ted?
Oh, nowhere. Just a place. Not important. Just someplace. On business. By myself.
By yourself. On business?
Well, maybe one other person.
Hey, Murray, how about coming over to the house tomorrow night and watch a fight with me? Powell says he's going to put Sanders away in the 12th, but I got $5 says he doesn't.
No, thanks, Lou. I'd like to, but I have tickets to a concert tomorrow night.
A concert? Go to a fight. Go to a concert.
I can't either, Lou, going out of town.
What?
I say I can't either, Lou.
Can't either what?
Come to your house and, watch, I guess it's time to go in the studio.
Ted, you sure you can't make it over to the house tomorrow night?
Sorry, no can do. Maybe some other time, fella.
Murray, you change your mind.
Thanks, Lou, but I won't. The concert's a one-night thing. I don't want to miss it.
What concert is it?
Oh, Mary, this fantastic young pianist is playing with the Minneapolis Symphony. Styrakovsky, Anton Styrakovsky.
Sandy's in town?
Yeah. Sandy?
Well, oh, yeah, that's what we used to call him back in Roseburg.
You mean he's from Roseburg, Minnesota?
Yeah.
That's disillusioning. How well did you know him?
Oh, just slightly.
Uh-huh.
Well, he asked me to marry him.
But you only knew him slightly?
Yeah. Well, of course, I would have known him better if I'd accepted. Okay, here's the list so far. We have on the agenda going to the car wash, going horseback riding, going to the park.
To identify flora and fauna for my science report.
Right. Getting stuff at the market to make cookies with. And last but not least, coming home and baking these giant cookies. Did I leave anything out?
That sounds terrific.
Come in.
Hi, group.
Hi. How you feeling?
About the same. So, how's the weekend going?
Great so far, and look what we're gonna do today.
Not too close, honey.
Uh-huh, yeah. Identifying flora and fauna. Gee, I haven't identified a fauna in Lord knows how long. It sounds like fun, kid. Mary, have you got some orange juice I could borrow?
Yeah, help yourself. Hello? Sandy? Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, isn't this great? Right, I know. Your concert tonight? Listen, Sandy, can you hang on just a second, please? Bess, could you go outside and see if the mail's come yet?
Well, sure, Aunt Mary.
Thanks. Sandy, listen, this is just incredibly bad timing. I mean, I can't think of anything I would rather do than hear you play, but I got a small problem. But listen, how about tomorrow night? Oh, just the one night, huh?
Aunt Mary.
Just a second, Sandy. Yes, dear.
Excuse me, but if there's some place you want to go, don't not go on account of me. I can stay alone.
Oh, no, Bess, dear, I'd feel responsible.
Well, you can get a sitter.
No, honey, I couldn't.
Mary.
Sandy.
Mary, tell him to hold on.
Could you hang on just another couple of seconds?
Mary, is this the guy you showed me his picture in the paper and he's adorable?
Right.
So what are you staying home tonight? When you could go out with him, a little Bess here doesn't mind if you leave her with somebody else.
No, I can't.
Okay, I'm gonna help you, Mayor. I'll go out with him.
Sandy.
Aunt Mary.
Just another,
Honestly, you should go. Well, I'd feel bad if you stayed home because of me.
Well.
Really?
Hello, Sandy. Slight reversal of plans here. I'd be delighted. Tonight at my house. Okay, great. See you then. Bye-bye. Wow, how do you like that after all these years?
I like it.
Bess, do you have a regular babysitter?
I usually call Miss Henderson's agency. They have the most fun sitters. 555-2010.
Hey, listen, Mayor, thanks for the orange juice. And have a good time tonight, huh?
Thanks. Feel better.
Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Henderson? This is Mary Richards, and I'd like to hire a sitter. That's right. For tonight. Mrs. Henderson, why are you laughing? Oh, well, I didn't realize that Saturday nights were booked up so far and vans. Well, listen, could you recommend another agency? Well, yes, I realize that you're the best, but could you possibly tell me who's second best might be? There isn't any. Well, thank you, Mrs. Henderson. Yeah, she's fun.
I really had a fun time today, Aunt Mary.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun for you sitting around watching me call babysitters all day.
Come in.
Okay, girls, how do I look?
Whoa! Rhoda, you're not going out tonight.
Well, you know, Mary, the really craziest thing happened a little while ago. As you know, all day long I've had a temperature of 101, right?
Right.
So this guy calls me who I've been dying to go out with, and he asked me out for tonight. And this sort of miracle occurred.
What was the miracle?
Well, the miracle was I decided to go out with a temperature of 101.
Oh.
I gotta stop doing that. So what happened with the sitter?
Well, I called every agency in town. I finally had to call Murray, and he gave me the name of a sitter who was not available, but her sister is, so she's coming over to sit with Bess.
Well, I'm glad it all worked out for you.
You know, you could make yourself much sicker going out tonight. Did you tell him you have a temperature of 101?
I would have, Mayor, but it's this rule I have. I never discuss flu symptoms with the 6'1" Yale graduate with the black curly hair.
Well, you could give him your cold.
Uh-huh. If I play my cards right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, Bess, I think you'll have plenty of stuff to eat tonight. There are things in here to make make sandwiches with, and, well, there's enough stuff that the babysitter brings a boyfriend even.
I'll get it, Aunt Mary.
Thank you, dear.
Hi, is this Mrs. Richards' apartment? Yeah, I'm the sitter.
You're the sitter?
I'm Dee Dee. This little girl I'm sitting with?
Well, Dee Dee, if you don't mind my asking, how old are you?
Oh, around 12, 13, that area.
Are you sure?
Aunt Mary, let me handle this. Okay, who signed this Marner? Who? She's 11. Look, what difference does it make how old I am, as long as I'm good?
Well, Dee Dee, the thing is that Bess here is 12. You know, and I mean, it's just funny to even...
Look, Mrs. Richards, I can make her go to bed. I make my brother go to bed, and he's bigger than she is. So just tell me what time you want the kid in bed.
Well, Dee Dee, this is all very, very admirable, and I'm sure that you're a fine little sitter. But, it's 10 after, and well, just, make yourself comfortable, and when my date gets here, we'll drive you home. Right now, I got 20 minutes to drum up somebody who can come over and sit.
Can I help you with that present, little girl? No.
Called her. Rhoda's out. Murray's not home.
Aunt Mary, I can stay alone. It's only for a few hours.
Absolutely not. Hi, it's, Mary. Listen, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm sort of desperate. Do you, by any chance, know of somebody who could come over and babysit with Bess tonight? See, it's sort of an emergency. Well, right away. Yeah, my television set's working. You mean it? Oh, thank you. That's absolutely terrific. See you in a while.
Well, who's going to be my sitter?
Mr. Grant.
Can I help you? No, I can do it easy.
Mary!
Hi.
Well, I'd have recognized you anywhere. You look terrific.
Oh, hey, Sandy, you too.
Thank you.
Oh, come on in.
These yours?
Oh, no.
Whose are these?
Other people's. That's Bess with the long,
Bess.
who is staying with me for the weekend, and this is Dee Dee, who we have to drop off, by the way, as soon as my boss gets here, who is babysitting tonight, and I'll explain it again later. And, girls, this is Anton Styrakovsky.
Call me Sandy. It makes life so much simpler.
Excuse me, that'll be my boss. Oh, Mr. Grant, it's just great that you could come.
Right. Where's the set? It's black and white.
Yeah. Mr. Grant, I'd like you to meet Anton, Sandy Styrakovsky. And you know Bess, and that's, little Dee Dee.
Uh-huh. I was all ready to watch the fight, and the tube blows out on my set, and Edie is watching this documentary on her set. There's 6 wives of Henry VIII, 8 wives of Henry VI. I don't know.
And the championship fight will begin in a few minutes right after this word from Cavalier Blades.
Well, I guess you're all set, so we can be on our way. Come on, Dee Dee, we'll drop you off.
Pleasure meeting you.
I'd better not take a chance. I'm playing tonight.
Styrakovsky, you got a brother who plays for Chicago?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
He plays halfback, doesn't he?
No, he plays first violin.
That must be a different Chicago.
Well, have fun, you two, and not too late, Bess, okay? We'll see you later, Mr. Grant.
And no more scraped skin. Just style the tone that sets your beard on edge. And watch it melt right off your face. You from Cavalier.
Do anything you want, kid. Just don't play with matches.
Now here's the referee, Al Perdomo, giving the final instructions to the fighters.
Oh, yeah. Boy, this is gonna be something. This is gonna be great.
Can I watch with you, Mr. Grant?
Sure, sit down. This is the moment that gets you. Now, you see, it starts slow at first. That's because they're feeling each other out, mapping out their strategy. See, they got to go 15. That's why they pace them.
He's down.
What?
He's down.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Stop that. Stop the counting. I just don't believe it.
It seems like an awful lot of trouble for those fighters to go through for such a short thing.
Usually it lasts longer. Usually I see it. So. Well. You go to school or anything?
Yeah.
In any particular grade?
8th.
8th? Boy. Well. 8th grade. That's something. You getting a little drowsy yet?
Not yet. It's still pretty early. Are there any other championship fights you'd like to watch on TV tonight?
Not tonight. What else is on?
Well, there's a documentary about Henry VIII and his 6 wives.
No, that one I know about.
There's the Clancy clan.
What's that?
Well, see, they have all these kids. And everybody laughs a lot because they have all these kids.
What else is on? Is anything real on? Like a Western? Boy. So, well. So you're in the 8th grade, huh?
Yes, sir. Can you do that again?
What?
Crack your knuckles.
No, it's only good once at a time. Maybe later.
Okay.
Remind me.
Hey, Mr. Grant.
What?
As long as we're not doing anything, you know what'd be really neat to do?
What?
Make cookies.
Make cookies? I don't make cookies, kid.
Oh, Mr. Grant, it's really fun. Aunt Mary and I bought this cookie mix.
Look, you want to make cookies? You go get a box of cookies. You get a plate. Boom, boom, boom. You made cookies.
But they taste so much better when they come out of the oven.
Yeah.
All nice and hot. And you can have them with some nice ice-cold milk.
Yeah, nice ice cold milk, right.
Well, it doesn't have to be milk. You can drink anything cold with them. Anything you want.
Anything you want. Like if you want milk, you can have milk, right?
Right.
And if I want milk, I can have scotch, right?
Right.
I like it, kid. Let's go make cookies. As a matter of fact, let's have a little milk right now. Just to get things started. I always hate to make cookies on an empty stomach.
Oh, Mr. Grant, you'll love this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, put contents into bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Add 1 egg.
1 egg, right?
And 1 cup milk.
A whole cup.
You stir while I turn on the oven.
All right. Oh. Yeah. This is gonna work out just fine.
Found the cards. Those cookies smell great, don't they, Mr. Grant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see, what card games do you know? How about hearts?
Don't know it.
Casino?
Don't know it.
Canasta?
Don't know it.
Poker?
Know it.
That's great.
Yeah, but it's no fun unless we play for something.
Well, I don't get my allowance until tomorrow.
Chips. What can we use for chips?
If you can wait until they cool, we can play for the cookies.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Now, what do you want to play? Spit in the ocean? Or no peaky baseball?
Well, how about 5-card stud?
I like you, kid.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that sweet?
She's cute when she's sleeping.
I meant Mr. Grant.
I wonder what all those cookies are doing on Bess's side of the table. Strange.
Hi.
Hi.
I hear those go great with milk. No. We play a little poker.
Did Bess beat you?
No, I just ate my winning.
Will, was everything okay? No problems or anything?
No, fine. No problems.
Good.
Just fine. I'll just be on my merry way. Good night.
Mr. Grant, I just can't thank you enough.
You may have a point.
Well, guess I better get Bess into bed.
Yeah. So, I'll see you for breakfast in, well, about 8 hours.
Right.
And lunch. And right up until my plane leaves.
That'll be great. Gee, Sandy, you know, it is really so strange. I mean, it's like no time at all has passed since we last saw each other.
I know. Aren't we supposed to have changed? Isn't this where I'm expected to look at you and say to myself, I wonder what I ever saw in her?
I forgot. Edie needed a car to take her sister home, and I took a cab here. And there's not much chance of me hailing a cab down there at 1 in the morning.
Oh.
But look, you don't have to. I can always call a cab.
No, not at all. Mary, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Look, you really don't have
It's
to.
perfectly okay. I don't mind in the least. I take all of Mary's sitters home. How much travel time do you get?
He's a cutie, Aunt Mary. Don't you get nervous playing in front of all those people, Sandy?
Nervous? No, I'm a professional. We don't get nervous. We get panic-stricken.
Phyllis, you want some cookies that I
Oh,
made?
I'd love some. A little later, honey.
Oh, Phyllis Lindstrom, this is Sandy Starakowski.
Hi.
Hi, Sandy. Oh, Bess, I'd like to hear all about it later.
How was the marathon?
Mary, it was the finest experience of my life. And I truly believe that Lars and I have grown even closer, if you can believe that. And so, Mary, that's why I want to ask you another favor.
Oh, well, sure. What is it?
Mary, could you possibly keep Bess just a little while longer?
Well, Phyllis, I'd like to, but you see, Sandy and I are going out in about 20 minutes.
Oh, that's plenty of time. Thank you,
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who You can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Yeah, I'm from the apartment downstairs.
Oh, don't tell me my exercising was coming through your ceiling?
No. I didn't hear a sound, really.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping someone would complain. It'd give me an excuse to stop. Well, come on in.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm Mary Richards.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gardner.
Oh, well, welcome to the building. I'm sure you'll be very happy here. Everybody's very friendly. When'd you move in?
About a year ago.
Oh.
I don't want you to think I'm antisocial or anything. It's just that I'm always sleeping when everybody's working, and I'm always working when everybody's sleeping.
Oh, what is it that you do? No, you, listen. You don't have to answer that.
No, I
have some coffee heating. Would you like some?
Yeah, I'd love some. No, I play piano at Mickey's Keyboard Lounge. You know, over near the University of Minnesota campus.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, I'll have to drop in and hear you play sometime.
Well, you better hurry. I'm getting married. Just think, I'll never have to play I Left My Heart in San Francisco again. Or On Wisconsin 10 times a night.
On Wisconsin?
Yeah, this guy kept coming in and bugging me to play it.
Oh, yeah. I guess you have to put up with a lot of weirdos in a place like that.
Yeah, he turned out to be the guy I'm marrying.
Oh. Well, congratulations.
I don't know. I've never seen him in the daylight. Just kidding. Hey, this is really a cute apartment.
Oh, thank you. It's just the one room, though. I wish it were bigger.
Well, you should take a look at mine, then. I mean, I haven't fixed it up half as nice as this, but it's good sized. I was wondering, do you have any cardboard boxes around?
Oh, no, gee, I don't. But I tell you, I could pick some up for you on Friday when I do my weekend marketing.
Oh, thanks, but I'll be on my honeymoon by then.
Oh, where are you going?
Milwaukee.
Oh. Well, I hear the brewery tour is interesting.
Yeah, that's what the travel agent said. But we don't care about that kind of stuff. That's why we're going to Milwaukee. Joe says, why waste a lot of good scenery on your honeymoon?
Oh. Well, I wouldn't know. I've never been on one.
Well, hang in there. I mean, if I can meet the right man at Mickey's Keyboard Lounge in the midst of the biggest bunch of losers you ever saw. One night, I'll listen to this. One night, this guy comes in. And I recognize him. He does the news on TV. Beautiful clothes, good-looking, silver hair.
Silver hair?
Yeah. You've seen him.
Yeah, what'd he do?
Well, he sat there nursing a creme de menthe on the rocks for about an hour. Asks me to play the entire score from South Pacific. While he sings it. When he gets to, I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair, he completely cleared the room. Then he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a $1 bill and puts it in the jar I've got on the piano. And takes out 75-cent change.
Yeah, that's Ted, all right.
Right, Ted Baxter. He does the news on Channel 12. How'd you know?
I work with him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, listen, he's not such a bad guy when you get to know him. He's just very frugal. As a matter of fact, that 25 cents he gave you could be something of a collector's item.
I believe it. Well, look, this has been very pleasant, but I've got to pack. Thanks a lot for the coffee.
You're welcome.
Listen, it would have been fun knowing you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I don't suppose you could make it to my wedding tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'd love to, but I'll be working.
So will I. I'm the entertainment at our reception.
Bye. 1, 2, 3. There. Oxium? What's that supposed to be? An extinct Egyptian bird. You're bluffing. Look it up. All right, I will. You think I won't? I'm going to.
Hey, Phyllis, what do you know about that apartment downstairs is for rent?
Why should I know anything about it?
Well, you're always barging in every place else.
The girl who's moving out says it's very roomy.
Oxalic, oxen, it is roomy. Oxide, oxlip.
Then you have barged in there.
No oxium. Take off your tiles.
Okay. But the oven timer hasn't gone off yet. I still have some time left.
Take off your tiles.
Now, wait a minute. Phyllis, you took at least 45 seconds to stroll over to the dictionary and then browse through it. You did. So I have at least that much time coming to me, right?
Give her another minute, Mary. What good will it do her?
So tell us about that apartment.
Oh, well, it's really the nicest one in the building, except for mine, of course. It has a big bedroom, a fireplace, a glassed-in sun deck, a beam ceiling.
Gee, it sounds terrific.
Hey, listen, girls, we can't let a great apartment like that go to just anyone. Maybe I ought to call Robert Redford, see if he needs a place.
Now, we really should try to get somebody who's nice to get along with in that apartment. Somebody clean, considerate, understanding.
Thrifty, brave, and trustworthy. You know who we've just described?
Who? Gee, I would love to have a bedroom. You have any idea what that place rents for?
$225.
So, who needs a bedroom?
Take off your tiles.
Wait, I have a word here.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you two move in together? Mary, you're paying $125, and Rhoda's paying $87.50. I should think between the two.
How do you know what my rent is?
It was just a wild guess.
No, Phil. No. $90 might be a wild guess. $87.50 is definitely not a guess. How'd you find out? Only people know what I'm paying are L&P Management and me.
You know something? I don't think there is an L&P Management. Every time I call up to get something fixed, I get this dumb recording.
Oh, yeah, that dull guy saying L&P Management. When you hear the tone, you will have 15 seconds to state your problem. Beep. I don't have any problem I could state in 15 seconds.
I can well imagine.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. They never call you back, so you wind up fixing whatever it is yourself.
Right.
You know something? That voice has always reminded me of somebody. You know who it sounds like, Phyllis? It sounds exactly like Lars.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does, Phyllis. It sounds just like your husband.
No, it doesn't.
Phyllis, does the L in L&P Management stand for Lars?
And the P for Phyllis?
You manage the building?
Well, it saves a little on the rent.
Oh.
What? Besides, it only takes a few minutes of my time.
It doesn't take any of your time.
Phyllis, I distinctly remember the time my sink was backed up and I was calling L&P. You were standing right there and you said to me, why don't you call a plumber? It'll be quicker and easier.
Well, wasn't it?
Yes, it was also $28.50.
Oh, I couldn't fix your sink.
What about Lars?
Well, he's a dermatologist. If he'd been any good with his hands, he would have been a surgeon.
Well, man, what do you think about moving in together? Bad idea, huh?
I tried it a couple of times after college. Yeah. Only one thing can happen when friends move in together.
You're right. Oh, the girls I roomed with used to drive me crazy. They kept coming in saying, tonight I became a woman. Do I look any different? And I had to look at them.
Phyllis!
I am not looking at her tiles. Take off your tiles. Your time's up.
No, my puffs are done. Besides that, I've had this word here for hours. Ixmirsis. Ixmirsys.
Ixmirsis?
Sure.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on, Phyllis. I don't believe this. Don't tell me anybody as up to date as you are on psychology doesn't know what ixmirsis means.
Oh, ixmirsis.
Right, a common term.
Ixmirsis. Yeah, see, I thought you were trying to get by with oxmirsis.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Which I happen to know is not a word, Rhoda.
Right.
All right.
Oh, I'd love to get her in a poker game sometime. Shrimp hop.
Mary?
Yes, sir.
I just got my expense account check. There must be some mistake.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, it's for only half the amount I submitted.
Oh. Well, Ted, I'm sorry, but I just couldn't approve all the items on there.
For instance?
Well, I don't remember everything, but you listed $23 in tummy aids.
That's right.
Well, what do tummy aids have to do with your job?
Well, so many people on my crew have stomach problems, I sort of hand them out as a goodwill gesture. They're not for my personal use. I never have any stomach trouble myself.
No, but you're a carrier, Ted.
Oh, Lou, there seems to be some disagreement here. I'd like to review my last month's expense account with you.
Some other time, Ted. I don't have the stomach for it right now.
Tummy aid?
Thanks.
See? Don't go away, Lou. I'll be right back.
No, he's incredible.
Last month, he tried to get reimbursed for shoe shines.
Shoe shines?
He says when his shoes look dull, he feels dull.
So that's it.
All this time we've been suffering. And all we needed to do was get him a pair of patent leather pumps.
Does anyone know where the tape is?
Yeah, it's usually on the second shelf. What, are you selling something, Mary?
No, there's an apartment that's come available in my building, so I thought it'd be nice if somebody here at the station needed a place. You know if anyone was looking for a really
Mary!
great...
Will you step into my office?
Yes, sir.
Lou. Later, Ted. Later. Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You mind if I ask why I just said thank you?
Not at all. You were just saying there's an apartment available in your building. And there's a person here at this station who just happens to be looking for one. You thanked me for warning you.
Warning me? Well, who is it?
Ted.
Thank you.
You already thanked me. But helping you avoid having Ted Baxter as the boy next door is worth an instant replay.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You don't have to thank me.
Get that bulletin off the board.
Mary, are you the one with the apartment? Come on, Mary. Tell me all about this apartment.
She just told me about it. You wouldn't be interested.
How much is it?
It's really not a good buy.
How much is it?
Especially with that rotten heating system.
How much is it?
And the carpet is
How
worn.
much is it?
Hundreds of dollars.
How many?
More than two.
How many more?
25.
225.
You're right, Ted. It's too much.
That's $17.50 less than I pay now. And they're going to add $10 a month. That's why I'm leaving. $17.50 times 12, 10 times 12.
Normally, he can't add 6 and 4, but put a dollar sign in front of something and he becomes a computer.
That's $330 a year savings. I could buy a couple of suits with that.
Or a fantastic shirt.
When can I see the apartment, Mary?
Oh, well...
Fine. I'll see you right after the show. See, it ends at 7. 5 minutes to take off the makeup, 15 minutes to shower and change, taking 25 minutes to get there. I'll see you at about 7...
Put a dollar sign in front of it, Ted.
7:45.
Oh, Mary, why couldn't you have told Phyllis not to show him the apartment?
I called and I got L&P. You have 15 seconds to state your beat.
Yeah. Well, you gotta know she's gonna rent it to him.
I know. And you know something? I am really gonna miss this apartment, all my friends. It's sad.
You sure you can't make the rent $2.15?
No, it is $2.25.
Mary, he thinks the apartment is perfect.
I didn't say it was perfect. If it were $2.20, it'd be perfect.
$2.25.
Then it's not perfect.
Oh, Ted, did Phyllis tell you why the other tenant's moving out?
No.
Mary's dancing drove her out.
Oh, Rhoda, look.
Mary, please, it's all right. It's not her fault. Her flamenco teacher can only fit her in at midnight. Much noise.
No, that won't bother me. I sleep like a dog.
Like a dog?
Did I say dog? I meant log.
Oh, good. For a minute there, I pictured you on your back with your little paws up in the air.
But I do think that dancing stuff should bring the rent down to $2.20, $2.50.
Oh, Rhoda lies. It's still $2.25.
Maybe I can make it up in gas and oil. You know, Mayor, you and I could drive to work together in the morning. Only use one car.
Mine, I suppose.
Well, sure, no sense in using mine since you're driving in anyway.
Ted has a point there, Mary.
Phyllis, nobody asked you.
Oh, well, I'll be down in my apartment when you decide, Ted. It's still $2.25.
Say, you know, it's just going to be terrific living in the same building with you two girls. Every time I need a button sewn on or a shirt ironed. It's expensive, $2.25 a month, but what the heck? I just know I'm going to love it here. See you later, neighbors.
Do you have any empty cardboard cartons?
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Oh. boy.
Well, the front page has that effect on me, too.
I was looking at the for rent ads. You know, I never realized what a great apartment I have until I started looking for another one.
Well, look at it this way. With Ted moving in downstairs, you don't live in such a great place anymore, right?
Hi, could you send a mail boy up to the newsroom? Thank you.
I'll take that. I've got some stuff to go to.
Oh.
There she is, working her little heart out to keep us up to date on the happenings in the world.
Phyllis.
Hi,
What are
Phyllis.
you doing here?
No, happy to see you. No, what a pleasant surprise.
I'm happy to see you. What a pleasant surprise.
Don't you want to know what I'm doing here?
Yes.
Well, I came to see Ted. He asked me to stop by with his lease so he could sign it.
Ted signing his lease, and we are there.
Mrs. Lindstrom?
Hello there. Here's your lease.
Not till my lawyer has a crack at it.
You're going to have a lawyer look over a simple lease?
An ounce of perversion is worth a pound of cure.
Ted, you better get your shoes shined.
They do look a little dull, don't they?
Dull? They look absolutely stupid. Good morning. Here you go, kid.
Watch the way you talk to this young man. He's my attorney. Mr. Lee, this is Phyllis Lindstrom, the building manager.
How do you do?
Murray Slaughter, one of my writers. Mary Richards, my neighbor-to-be.
How long have you been practicing law, Mr. Lee?
I haven't yet. I'm in my second year of law school.
Oh, well then you have gotten to leases, have you?
Oh, sure. Lease is simple. I'm into heavy stuff like breach of contract, assault with a deadly weapon.
I'm all for giving you the chance. That's why I put Mike here on a retainer.
$2 an hour and 2 cents a mile.
2 cents a mile?
That's enough. He drives a motor scooter.
We knock off all this dumb talk and get going. My sensitivity group meets in half an hour.
Lou's not in. We'll use his office.
No, you won't.
Why not?
You know he doesn't like anyone in there when he's not there.
Oh, all right. In that case, don't tell him. Come on, gang.
All right, Ted, go ahead on in, but if you're still there when Mr. Grant gets back, I am not covering for you.
I'm coming in with you.
Murray, what are you going in for?
Now, look, Mary, I miss seeing Armstrong land on the moon. I'm not going to miss this.
Mr. Grant.
What?
Nothing. Yes, Mr. Grant. Right away. Yes, sir.
Ted Baxter was sitting in my chair. I hope I've made myself clear.
You don't want Ted in your chair.
I don't want Ted in my office or the rest of his merry band.
I don't blame you at all for being upset with him, Mr. Grant.
I'm not upset with him, and I'm not upset with you. I'll be upset with you if that ever happens again. Right now, I'm not upset.
Well, I am. I am upset. You're worried about Ted sitting in your chair. I am worried about him becoming my neighbor. Those people were in here to watch him sign his lease. Mr. Grant, he's moving in.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad.
Maybe it won't be so bad. Do you know he asked me if I use all of my morning newspaper?
I wonder what for. He doesn't read.
It's for his dog. Then he asked me for my phone number so that he could give it out to his friends for when he's not home. And he would like me to answer Mr. Baxter's residence using an English accent.
Murray, he signed yet? Good. I'll be right back.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we go and finish this in the hall?
No. Please. I didn't realize the importance of what you were doing. Come on back in, please.
All right.
Come on, gang.
This is getting a little wearisome, isn't it?
Can I go in too, Lou?
Of course. Lou,
This isn't a trap or anything like that. Go ahead, Ted. Take my chair. Go on.
All right.
Well, so, have you gone over the lease yet?
We were just starting to. I'm Michael Lee, Mr. Baxter's attorney.
Oh, hello. You really went all out this time, Ted. This one looks like a senior.
Gentlemen, as I stated before, this looks like a standard form lease.
Don't jump to conclusions, Mr. Lee. These things will fool you.
Well, this one does have a no pet clause.
A no pet clause.
Oh, Ted, and you have that adorable little dog. Oh, how many years have you had her now?
8 years.
Oh, gee, what a shame. And it did seem like the perfect apartment for you, too.
I'll sell her. I only bought her as an investment. Somebody told me Darkstones were going to catch on. Okay, Counselor, go on.
Well, just the usual stuff. You pay first and last month's rent.
Last month's rent? He hasn't lived there in the last month yet.
Right. I'll pay the last month when I live there.
All right, I'm sure I can get the owner to waive that.
All right, give me the pen.
Say, Mike, what's this $50 cleaning fee?
Oh, well, that's a $50 cleaning fee.
Cleaning fee? I'll promise to keep clean. I'm a clean person, aren't I, Mayor?
Well, yes, Ted, but I'm a clean person, and I had to pay a $50 cleaning fee.
You don't have an attorney.
It doesn't matter how many attorneys you have. You have to pay that.
Counselor?
Well, now, she's the manager. She must know about that stuff.
Well, that still doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right to me either.
Do you hear that? And Lou never agrees with me.
Gentlemen, I
You
assure
stay out of this, kid. Listening to a grown-up who isn't charging me a dime. What do you think, Lou?
Well, I think the way things are going, this will end up costing you a lot of money to move.
How do you figure that?
Look, I can rent this apartment to lots of people.
Wait a minute. What, Lou?
Well, all these hidden fees, they're sneaking in on you. Then there's movers. You're going to have to hire them.
And they charge you, $20, $30 an hour, double time for traveling.
There goes a few $100 at the very least.
A few $100.
Don't forget the cost of installing a new phone.
I did forget that.
And you'll have to have new checks printed.
Oh.
Mr. Baxter, this all seems to be in order if you just want to sign.
Are you still here? Your time is up. Don't you have a class or something?
Yes, I do. I'll send my bill to your accountant. Is he still going to Wilson High?
Yes, but you better send it to his home.
Very good, sir. Thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
All right. All right. I've made my decision. I've decided not to afford this place. I can, but I don't want to. Sorry, Mayor. Nothing personal.
I'd love to bring this bunch over to my group therapy group.
See ya, Phyllis. Oh, Mr. Grant, I feel like a giant weight has been lifted from my shoulders. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to tell you how much I appreciate what you just did for me.
Anytime.
Oh. Oh. Work.
Why don't you let yourself in?
Well, I knew you were here, and I didn't see any point in bothering you to get up to answer the door, so I...
Oh, Phyllis, that wouldn't have bothered me.
Well, I can just stay a minute, but I just wanted to tell you that I rented the apartment.
Oh, really? Well, I hope it's somebody nice.
All of them are nice.
All of them?
5 airline stewardesses.
5 airline stewardesses. That's great. I was just saying to Mary, what we need in this building is a bunch of cute, young, attractive, single girls.
They're just darling looking, too.
Goodbye, Phyllis.
4 blondes and a redhead.
Goodbye, Phil.
Cute little figures.
Goodbye, Phyllis.
Not one of them's over 21 or 22.
Goodbye, Phyllis.
We could be like house mothers.
Goodbye.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Not responsible for debts other than my own. Christopher Haywood. Rhoda Haywood.
Rhoda, why do you bother reading those?
It's the first place where guys announce they're single again. I'm just trying out their names. Not responsible for debts other than my own. Victor Christian. Rhoda Christian. My mother would kill me. Oh, guess who?
It's Phyllis.
Mary, I'll get it. Let's see how long it takes her to remind us we're not married.
Oh, am I intruding? I don't want to butt in on any single gals type chatter.
4 seconds.
Hi. Mary, I've come to impose upon your friendship just a little bit. May I?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, this is a little composition that Bess wrote in English class, and Mary, you must read it. I must have your reaction to it.
Now?
Oh, Mary, do you mind?
No, I can put my hands in meatloaf anytime.
See, I want the reaction of someone whose opinion I respect, who is also witty and perceptive.
Then you want me to read it?
I don't think that'll be necessary, Rhoda. Well, Mary, now, I don't want you to be influenced by me, but really, this is so clever and insightful.
But you don't want that to influence me, right?
Right.
Ah, very good.
Oh, do you think so?
Oh, no, that's what the teacher wrote up here at the top. Very good.
Did you notice that A right there next to very good?
Will you look at that A? That is some A. So big and red and rosy.
Isn't that a cute title, Mary? The care and feeding of parents.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that first sentence funny?
Phyllis, it's really difficult to read when someone is watching your eyes go back and forth.
Sorry. What was that? What was that?
Oh, well, it really is terrific. Bess certainly does have a flair.
Oh, Mary, do you really think so?
Yeah.
I do so hate imposing on you.
Oh, Phyllis, you weren't imposing.
Well, I see, the imposing hasn't begun.
Oh?
You see, don't you think this would make an excellent article for one of those teenage-type magazines?
Why don't you send it in to one of them?
Well, Mary, that's what I... Mary, you know the Snyder Publishing Company, don't you?
Yeah, I should. They own the building I work in.
Oh, do they?
That's why it's called the Snyder Building, Phyllis.
Oh, well, then you know how they publish all kinds of books and magazines for children. And I thought in particular Teen Topics.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that this might make a perfect article for them.
You aren't by any chance going to suggest that I take the composition into Snyder Publishing, are you?
Well, I just thought they wouldn't leave it lying around unread if you brought it to them. After all, you're a TV associate producer.
Yeah, but Phyllis, I don't know anyone at Snyder Publishing.
Well, surely somebody in your office knows somebody down there to give them this.
Not that I know of. Only Mr. Grant. I think he knows Mr. Snyder, but that's...
Well, then, Mary.
Oh, no. Oh, Phyllis, I am not going to ask my boss to take the homework assignment of a little girl, a very nice little girl,
You're right. You're right. I am imposing. I had just thought that... Oh. It's so hard to explain to people who haven't reproduced. things like that?
No one knows.
I'm getting out of here before I alienate everybody completely.
Oh, Phyllis, come on. You're not alienating everybody.
Speak for yourself, Mary.
Phyllis, wait. Come on, give me the paper. I don't know. Maybe there's something I can do.
Oh, Mary, you're just so Mary.
Well, let's just wait and see how merry I am, okay?
Of course. I know you'll do the right thing, say the right words. And any small advance is perfectly acceptable, whatever the going rate is. God bless you, Mary.
You know, Mayor, it's a joy watching you stand up to Phyllis.
Oh, come on, Rhoda. So she asked me to do a little favor.
Oh, Mary,
Yeah.
just a thought. Maybe you should type it up so it'll look more professional. God bless you, Mary.
Murray, you know anyone who works downstairs at Snyder Publishing?
Well, the same people who clean this office every night clean those offices. I think the guy's name is Smitty.
Thanks, anyway.
I know somebody down there.
Oh? Who?
Secretary to the big boss. Cheryl Weston.
We went out quite a bit together. Wait a minute. Weston. Can't seem to find her.
Maybe she's in the yellow pages.
Oh, here she is under secretaries.
Oh, Ted, would you mind if I called her? I've got something here to submit to Snyder.
Oh, not at all. This is her private office number. You may use my name.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. It's just nice to know her name to sort of break the ice. Thanks. Hello, Miss Weston? Well, hi. I'm Mary Richards, your neighbor from upstairs at WJM-TV. Well, every day I just zip right past your floor on the elevator, and I feel like I know you. Mary Richards. Right. Well, Miss Weston, I have a really cute article here that I thought would be just great for teen topics, and I was wondering if... Well, yeah, I know I could mail it in. Well, perhaps I should speak to Mr. Snyder, then.
Let me have it.
Just a moment, please.
Cheryl, this is Ted Baxter. I'd just like you to know the young lady you're talking to is a personal friend of mine. Hello? Hello?
Oh. I should have read this note beside her name.
What's it say, Ted?
Never mind.
Sorry, Mayor.
Murray, you think I could get Mr. Grant to read this? I mean, he might just like it and say to himself, hey, I think I'll toddle on down to see my pal Hank Snyder with this.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be tough to get him to read it. And tougher to get him to toddle.
Morning. Anything vital for me to read today?
Thank you.
Worked out rather nicely, didn't it?
Once in a while, things just fall right into your lap.
I would like to speak to whoever is responsible for this piece of paper which I hold in my hand.
That would be me. I just thought that if you had it in your hand, it might occur to you to read it.
You're right. I did read it. Now, what do I do with it?
Well, how did you like it, by the way?
You didn't write this, did you?
No, I just typed it up.
Good, it stinks.
Mr. Grant, it was written by a 12-year-old girl.
Oh, in that case, it's excellent.
Oh, do you really think so? It's Phyllis's daughter's English composition.
And you want me to put her on the news staff? You figure she'd write well for Ted?
No, Mr. Grant, I just thought that if you liked it, it just might pop into your head to take it down to your friend Hank Snyder down at Snyder Public. But I can see it didn't pop into your head to do that.
As I recall, this is 2 paragraphs. Wouldn't that make a rather brief magazine article?
Well, funny. It didn't look so brief in longhand.
Mary, Hank Snyder owes me a favor.
Well, perfect.
Not perfect. 5 years ago, I started working on a novel.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Right now, it's about this thick. When it's this thick, I'm going to barge into Hank's office, big as life, and say, this is it, Hank. Publish it. Now, Mary, you can't expect me to use up a favor this thick for one this thin?
No, I don't. Forget it.
I just did.
Good. Well, I think I've done everything I possibly could have done. I have typed up the composition, groveled at the feet of Mr. Snyder's secretary, made a fool of myself in front of Mr. Grant. What more could I have done?
You did everything anybody could expect, Mary, and more.
Right. So why is it that Phyllis is going to make me feel I haven't done enough? Phyllis, I tried, but Mr. Grant just wasn't as enthusiastic as we were.
Why not? Didn't he see the grade on it?
Well, no, Phil, you had me type it, remember?
Oh. Well, why didn't he think it was good enough?
No, he didn't say it wasn't good enough. Well, he said that it was a little short.
Yes, he's right. It is short. You tell him that Bess hasn't begun to explore the possibilities of her theme.
No, Phyllis, the thing is, Hank Snyder owes Mr. Grant a favor. Mr. Grant wants to use the favor to get a book published.
A book?
Yeah.
Phyllis, Lars told me to come up and drop a hint for you to make some dinner.
Tell him I'll be right down, dear.
Okay. I offered to make him something, but he doesn't like jelly.
Well, give him the rest of this banana and tell him I'll be right along. Oh, Bess, you know that little composition about coping with parents that Miss Delgado gave you that big red A on?
Well, sure.
Well, Mary has taken a great interest in it. And she and her employer, Mr. Grant, think that it can be a book.
Phyllis, I did not say book.
Well, they feel it needs a trifle more padding, a few chapters.
Phyllis, I don't know if I can write a whole book.
Well, all we have to do is elaborate on the theme that parents have a lot to cope with.
The theme was that kids have a lot to cope with.
Well, whatever.
Phyllis, will you just hold on a minute?
Hello.
Hello. Phyllis, I did not say I could get a book published. I doubt if I can. In fact, I'm sure I can't.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The important thing is for Bess to do it.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Well, well. Sounds like you've been standing up to Phyllis again.
Oh, well, they'll never finish it. I mean, a book is a book. It's long, it's thick, it's got small print on both sides of the pages.
Mary, we're talking about Phyllis here. Before this thing is finished, you're going to be out there in Hollywood, selling the rights to the screenplay.
And typing it.
Yeah.
15, take other 10-second commercial. Go away.
I'm only sticking my head in long enough to tell you I'm leaving.
Oh, Rhoda, no, that's okay. Stay. Just Phyllis, she is driving me crazy with that book. You know, she called me 7 times at the office yesterday. I couldn't get any work done. I had to bring it home and do it on the weekend.
You get tough. Look at me. Do you think Phyllis would ever dare ask me for a favor? Never. She respects me too much. In fact, she respects me so much she can't stand me.
Hello. Oh, hiya, Bess. Well, honey, I tell you, okay, just one sentence then. Well, that's kind of cute, yeah. Well, it's clear to me. Well, no, I'm sorry, Bess, I can't come down, dear. Phyllis, will you get off the extension? I just told Bess, and I told you before, I cannot come down. I am busy. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. There. I told her no.
Now, don't you feel better?
Not really. Poor Bess. She had a cute idea to begin with.
I'll handle it.
No. That does it. I want you to watch this for being firm. Hello. No, Phyllis, I cannot keep picking up this phone every 5 seconds. Will that do it? All right. I'll be right down. I want you to watch how firmly I am walking down to Phyllis's.
Bess, are you thinking? Or are you staring at your fish?
Both. I wish I could reach them so I could make them understand I'm keeping them in there for their own good.
I'm not following you, dear.
Well, I'd like to set them free, but if I put them in a lake or a river, the pollution would kill them. So they're better off here in relatively clean tap water. But they probably hate me because they think I'm keeping them prisoner.
Fish don't hate, dear.
Hi.
Oh, Mary.
Hi, Aunt Mary.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, everything was going just fine, and then we hit a little snag.
Oh, how far'd you get?
Oh, well, actually, we had a little disagreement over how the dedication should read.
The dedication? You mean you finished already?
Oh, no, we haven't gotten past the dedication. Mary, which sounds better to you? Now, I want you to be honest. I'm not going to tell you which one of us did which. To Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, and especially Lucy. Or to dedicated parents everywhere.
I think I like the one about Charlie Brown.
Mary, could I speak to you, please?
Phyllis, is it all right if I take a little break?
A break? This isn't work, Bess. A break from fun? Bess? Sweetheart, aren't you enjoying writing this book?
Oh, sure I am. It's fun. Really it is. I just felt I needed a little break while you two were talking.
Oh, well, go ahead and take your little break, dear. While she's taking her little break, I'll just rough in the first few chapters. I know how her mind works. So, Mary, if there's nothing else,
No, Phyllis. I shouldn't have barged in and interrupted the way I did.
In summary, Councilman Carter has this to say. We must take action soon against the appealing wiretapping policies of government agencies.
That's appalling.
Oh, against the appalling wiretapping policies. Oh, I see. Then I disapprove. Then I better frown instead of smile.
Hi.
Oh, hiya, Bess. How are you?
Fine. How are you, Mr. Slaughter?
Well, I guess I'm fine, too. Can I help you?
Well, I'd like to see Mary. Is she here?
Well, she'll be right back. Why don't you just sit over here at a desk?
Thank you. You're a writer, aren't you?
Uh-huh. In a way. I write for Ted Baxter on the 6 o'clock news. I guess that makes me a comedy writer.
I'm kind of a writer, too.
Oh, that's right. You know, I really liked your little story about parents.
Thank you. Do you enjoy writing?
Well, now, let's see. I enjoy getting paid for my writing. I enjoy finishing my writing. I enjoy reading my writing. But I don't think I really enjoy the writing part of my writing.
I think I know what you mean.
Bess, hi. What are you doing here?
Just thought I'd say hello.
Well, how nice. Does Phyllis know where you are?
Well, no. I'm supposed to be on a botany field trip, but they called it off because it's a bad day for outdoor breathing. And, well, Aunt Shaw had to go to the orthodontist 4 blocks from here, so I asked her mother to drop me off.
Oh.
Aunt Mary, could I talk to you?
Well, sure. Why don't we'll use Mr. Grant's office. It's more private. Why don't you just sit down, and I'll drop these off and be right back.
Hi.
I know you, don't I?
Yeah.
You're not one of my grandchildren, are you?
Oh, Mr. Grant, I'm sorry, but we had to use your office. Believe me, it's very important.
Important.
Very.
I understand.
So, what do you want to talk about?
It's about the book.
Oh, yeah, how's it coming?
I wish we weren't doing it.
Well, Bess, the other day you said you were enjoying doing it.
Well, I was. I wanted to do it for Phyllis. I want her to be proud of me.
Oh, honey, she is proud of you.
I'd do just about anything for her. And since she wanted a book so bad, well, I figured I'd try and write a book. But Aunt Mary, I'm only 12.
Not finished yet?
No.
I understand. So, Mary, how's tricks?
Fine. Tricks are fine.
Hi, Lou.
Right on time.
Lou Grant, this is Mr. Mitchell from Universal Mills.
Mr. Mitchell.
Well, they tell me you're going to try to convince me to sink half our television budget into your news program.
That's right.
Why don't we just go into your office, Lou?
Well, Sam, unfortunately, it's occupied momentarily. Why don't we just sit down right here? Murray, can I have your chair?
Sure, Lou.
Well, Bess, I think we both know that the reason Phyllis is so involved in writing this book is because of you, because she loves you.
I know. And I love her. And that's why I don't want to quit writing the book. Well, she's enjoying it so much. You know, for a person with Phyllis's intelligence and creativity, being just a plain housewife can get pretty humdrum.
Yeah, but I think if you tell her that you don't want to write the book, she'll just bounce right into some other activity that won't be so hard on you.
She is pretty resilient.
Yeah.
Well, will you tell her then?
Well, Beth, sweetie, I could, but don't you think it'd be better coming from you?
Well, maybe we could tell her together.
Okay.
Oh, good. Because when we're alone, Phyllis has this tendency to rewrite me.
Bess, is that you, dear? I'm in here, nose to grindstone. I wrote a whole chapter for you today, but see if this sounds like you.
Phyllis, look who's here. Aunt Mary brought me home.
Oh, Mary. Hi.
Gosh, I sure could use a cookie. Excuse me.
Mary, how nice. Come and sit down. Tell me all about the outside world. You know, it's true. Writing is lonely.
Phyllis, Bess asked me to talk to you.
When?
Well, she came to see me today.
Oh, to your office?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Phyllis, well, I guess the best thing to do is just come out and say that Bess doesn't want to work on the book anymore.
Well, fine. We won't work on the book.
You're not upset?
That she doesn't want to work on the book?
Yeah.
No. I just wish she could have told me herself.
Well, see, the thing is, she was afraid that you'd be disappointed in her.
Disappointed? Oh, Mary, that's silly. She knows I've always told her I only want the best for her.
Oh, and that's exactly what I said to her, too.
If she doesn't want to write, she doesn't have to write. Bess!
I just knew you'd feel that way.
Well, of course. That's it.
Yes, Phyllis?
Bess, dear, if you don't want to write, you don't have to write. I just put the book away, and we just won't talk anything more about it.
Oh, good.
Oh, Bess.
Well, can I do my homework now?
Of course. You can't push a child to do something she doesn't want to do. Always remember that, Mary.
I'll try.
Bess? What's that, dear?
It's nothing.
May I see it?
It's just a painting I did in Miss Brewer's class.
Why didn't you show this to me?
I forgot.
Look at this, Mary.
Oh, Bess, that's really terrific. You know, I bought a poster last week that wasn't half as good as this. I mean, the colors, You know, Bess, if you wanted to, I bet you could even sell these things. I mean, if you really, wanted to,
You see how hard it is. And you're not even her mother.
There it is.
Certainly is. What is it?
My book. And I want to thank you, Mary. I hadn't worked on it for a while, but you reminded me. So I went home this weekend and I finished it.
Oh, hey, terrific.
Yeah. Edie read it last night. She was really caught up in it until she fell asleep. Listen, get Hank Snyder for me. I want to collect on that favor.
Oh, sure. By the way, Mr. Grant, what was that favor, anyway?
Old Hank wasn't always a big publishing tycoon. He used to own a crummy little bar and grill. But a few years ago, I did something that financed the start of his whole publishing empire.
Wow, what was that?
I paid my bar tab.
can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Got any more toast?
Rudy ate half a loaf of toast already.
Well, Mary, I'm eating a lot of toast because I'm not allowed bread on my diet.
Did you have to be at work?
Mm-mm. I worked late last night, so I have to be until late this morning.
Boy, why is it that whenever I work late, I gotta get up early the next morning to catch up with all the work I made for myself the night before?
Yeah, I don't know why you're so conscientious. I mean, you can fake it a lot easier than I can.
What do you mean?
Well, when you get behind in your work, who could tell? When I get behind in my work, there's a window full of naked dummies.
You know, those fire engines sound like they're coming right down this street, don't they? Hey, they are! No kidding. Hey, Rhoda, they stopped at the house across the street. Look, there must be a fire there. Well, would you look how organized they are, everybody doing the
Hey, Mary,
job.
is our toast burning?
No, Rhoda!
What?
Our building is burning.
No.
Look, they're coming inside.
Oh, Mary, let's get out of here.
Look,
Let's get out of here.
Well, what'll I take?
Oh, listen, Mary,
I don't know what to take.
Well, I know what to take. I know. You take yourself and you don't ask questions.
But Rhoda, it's everything I own is in here. What'll I take?
Is it in here?
No.
Oh, it must be up in the attic there. It's in the attic.
There's no attic. That's my apartment.
I'm sorry. You can't go up there. No, I'm sorry. Is there anybody up there?
No. The only person up there is me, and I'm here.
All right. Listen. It's in the attic. It's in the attic. All right, listen, ladies. Just keep a clear head and clear out of the house, will you, please?
All right,
Okay,
yeah,
come
right,
on.
sir. Hey, don't have to use that axe. The door's not locked. It just sticks a little. Come on, there. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Come back again sometime, but not on business.
3-day week, huh?
Yeah, we work 3 days and we're off 3 days, and then I go to law school.
I thought you guys were just firemen.
Oh, no. Harvey's a medical student. Yeah, he's going to be a surgeon.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Which one is Harvey?
One with the axe.
Will you remind me never to let him take my appendix out?
Would you like some more coffee?
Oh, no thanks. I have to get back to the firehouse and study. Yeah, listen, I'm sorry we couldn't save any of your things. Whew, it's really a mess up there.
Oh, well, listen, it could have been a lot worse.
I guess that's for me. I better go.
Oh, listen, why don't you drop over on your next 3 days off?
Hey, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Hey, you really have a terrific attitude about this.
Oh, well, I guess a person's true nature comes forth during times of adversity.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll see you.
Yeah, bye. Boy, is he cute.
Rhoda, everything you own has just been wiped out. How can you think about men?
Beats me. I constantly am amazing myself, Mayor.
Hey, listen, what about fire insurance?
No, I don't think I could get any now.
What happened? I just saw firemen coming down the stairs.
Yeah, well, Phyllis, there's been a fire.
A fire? How bad? Where was it?
It was in Rhoda's apartment.
I might have known.
Oh, don't worry about me, Phyllis. I'm perfectly fine.
Well, I can see that. Well, as the manager of the building, I better go look at it. Honest to Pete.
You're right on in, Phyllis. The door's open.
Hey, Rhoda, I just happened to think about something. What about clothes? Do you have anything left?
Nothing. Even my underwear went up.
Oh. You mean all you've got is your robe and nightgown?
Nope, just a robe.
Well, listen, you're welcome to take anything of mine, really.
Thanks, kid. Thanks.
Okay, Rhoda. How did it happen? What'd you do? Leave the apartment with the iron plugged in? Is that what you did?
Phyllis, the fireman said it was started by a faulty refrigerator cord.
Oh, was it?
Careless of me, wasn't it, Phyllis, to leave the apartment with my refrigerator plugged in?
All the inconvenience. I have to fill out all the insurance forms. I have to have a whole place repainted. I have to buy a new door. Why does everything always happen to me?
I am really sorry for you, Phyllis.
Oh.
Really. Compared to all that, the fact that I don't have a place to sleep or a stitch of clothing to wear.
Hey, wait a minute. What is this? I don't have a place to sleep. You'll stay with me, of course.
No, Mary. I'm going to a motel.
Absolutely not. There's plenty of room here. You're staying with me.
Mary, you know how often friends staying together works out. It doesn't.
Rhoda, I don't care. It's
No.
only going to be for a couple of days. I insist.
Well, okay, Mary.
Okay.
Thanks.
Of course, Rhoda, dear, you know you're always welcome to stay with us.
Oh, am I? Thank you very much, Phyllis. You know, one of these days, I'm going to take her up on one of those phony offers she makes, just to see what she'll do.
Hello? Murray, hi. How nice to hear from you. Where are you calling from? Work. Work? No, Murray, I'm not sick. There was a fire in Rhoda's apartment. No, she's fine.
I'm a little depressed.
Listen, does Mr. Grant know I'm not in yet? Uh-huh. Well, tell him that I'm leaving a little while ago. Goodbye. I completely forgot about work.
How could anybody forget about work? I forgot about work, too.
Yeah, well, it's not so bad for you. It's your late morning.
Not that late, Mary. What am I going to wear?
I told you, take something of mine.
Oh, all right.
See you later.
Listen, thanks a lot. You're a doll. Oh. 7. Oh, 7. 7. Fine. 7. Oh. Last time I wore a 7 was on the back of my softball uniform.
Hi, Murray.
Hi, Mary.
How does he know the minute I walk in the door?
He doesn't. He's just been buzzing every 5 seconds for the past hour.
I'm sorry, Mr. Grant.
No, Mary, I understand. There's always some excuse for being late. You oversleep, you have a flat tire, there's a fire in Rhoda's apartment. But the point is, Mary, this office is like a machine. A big, complex machine. One missing bolt and the whole thing breaks down.
Well, Mr. Grant, I'll be glad to stay late tonight and make up for
Not
any work.
necessary. We've all been pitching in and covering for you. Even me.
Oh, Mr. Grant, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you have to do the program logs?
No, Gordy's out there doing that.
Oh.
I, on the other hand, made the coffee.
Well. How is it?
Not good. It's sort of, shall we say, thick. I'm just using this for thinner.
Mr. Grant, that machine is a little tricky out there. Why don't I'll go make you another pot.
Take your time.
There you go, Mary. Your completed program line.
Oh, Gordy, thanks. That's so nice of you.
Sure.
What's all that?
These are your incompleted program lines. You know, these things are hard to do. Took me 2 hours and 5 minutes.
That long, huh?
Well, I spent the first hour just learning how to type.
Newsroom. Oh, hi, Rhoda. No, listen, I told you, take anything you want. Well, what did you decide to wear? Oh, that one, huh? Did you take the price tag off? Listen, I gotta get back to work. What? Gee, I don't know what time I'll be home. I guess, 7, 7:15, something like that. Why? Oh, well, listen, don't worry about dinner. Oh, well, okay. I won't be late. All right, bye.
You sure that wasn't my wife?
Or mine?
Well, Lizzie, it's just for a couple of days till her place is fixed.
Good. Because once you get past bunk beds, nobody should have a roommate.
You know what's missing to make this complete?
No?
Khaki sheets. Mary, where do you tuck anything in anyway?
Now, see, there's a little trick to that.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
You know what the little trick is? There should be a little mattress on this. Right. Boy, does this cot take me back.
To what?
Summer camp.
Oh.
Hey, Rhoda, I'll tell you what. Why don't I sleep on the cot tonight?
No, no, Mary. I am not putting you out of your bed.
You won't be putting me out. Really, it'll be fun.
Mary, I will sleep on this hard little cot, and you will sleep on the incredibly comfortable bed.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't I sleep on the hard little cot one night, you sleep on the incredibly comfortable bed, and then we'll switch around. How does that sound?
Okay.
All right. Who will sleep on the hard little cot tonight?
Well, since you want to so much.
Right. Well, here goes.
You mean it's lights out already? Mary, it's only 11:30.
Uh-huh. Well, see, there's a difference. You're a night person, I'm a night sleeper. But go ahead, the light won't keep me awake.
No, Mary, you'll never fall asleep.
Yes, I will.
I can go to bed early for one
Rhoda,
night.
will you wait a minute? Now, come on, be honest. If you were up in your own apartment, what would you be doing?
I would usually watch television.
Oh.
Hey, there's a W.C. Fields Film Festival on tonight.
Terrific. You'll watch the television, and I will go to sleep.
No, Mary, I won't. It'll keep you awake.
Wrong. Just stick this in your ear, and you can listen to the television, and I won't hear it.
Well, no, that'll be fun. I can watch it in bed.
Yeah. Hi, my new nightgown really looks nice on you.
Yeah, doesn't it? I hope you don't mind my wearing it.
Oh, no.
Good.
Well, good night.
Good night, Mary.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Okay. Oh, Mary. The light from the TV is going to keep you up.
Oh, no, I won't.
This is no good. I got it.
Rhoda, you don't have to do that.
Mary, this is fine. This is really going to work good.
Rhoda, what is going on under there?
I'm just adjusting the antenna, man. There.
What is it?
I'm sorry, Mayor, but this is so funny.
What's happening?
W.C. Fields is sawing Charlie McCarthy in half.
Oh.
I'm sorry, kid. I'll laugh quieter.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Murray.
How come you're walking funny?
What do you mean, walking funny?
Hey, Mary, how come you're walking like that?
I'm just a little stiff, that's all.
Oh, what's the matter? Your earrings too heavy?
I slept on a cot last night.
How come?
Because Rhoda slept in my bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's not that bad, sleeping on a cot.
Well, you don't have to tell me about cots. I slept on one for 2 years in the service. You know they make them that way on purpose. Then when you get up at 5:30 in the morning, you're glad to be getting up.
Okay, everybody into my office. We're having a meeting. Okay. On my way up in the elevator, I suddenly had this terrific idea that could solve a lot of our problems. The more I thought about it, the more brilliant I knew it was. Now, what I want to do is share it with you. Get your ideas. Sort of pick your brains.
Hi, guys. Well, it looks like somebody forgot to tell me there was a meeting going on.
Nobody forgot, Ted.
Oh, good.
Okay. As I was saying, I had this terrific idea. And I want to give it to you in a nutshell while it's still fresh in my mind. Isn't anybody out there going to get that?
Well, Mr. Grant, everybody out there is in here.
Isn't anybody in here going to get that, Mary?
I'll get that, Mr. Grant.
Good, well, wait.
Newsroom. Oh, hi, Rhoda. Listen, can I call you back? Rhoda, I did wake you up this morning. Listen, I'll call you back. Rhoda, you told me you didn't have to be in until late this morning. Well, how am I supposed to know you lie when you're sleepy? Listen, Rhoda, Rhoda, I'm sorry you got in trouble with your boss, but I am going to get in trouble with my boss in about 2 seconds. If at 1 second, Rhoda, I'll call you back. Rhoda.
Are you sure you're finished?
You shouldn't make personal calls when there's an important meeting going on.
I didn't make the call.
Mary, are you done with him?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then I'll start. Again. Now, where was I?
You were about to give it to us in a nutshell while it was still fresh in your mind.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Your idea, Lou.
A terrific idea. Huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Grant.
I'm trying to go ahead.
Can't you remember what you were going to say?
Well, you know what they always say. If you can't remember what it is you were going to say, it couldn't have been very...
Mr. Grant, it just slipped your mind for the moment. It'll come right back.
It didn't.
Probably forgot because of that phone call you got.
Mr. Grant, where did you say you were when you got the idea?
In the elevator.
Well, good. See, that came back to you. Now you're in the elevator. You're riding in the elevator.
Were you going up or down, Lou?
I almost had it! All right, everybody back to work. Meeting's over.
Oh, short but sweet, that's what I always say. Short but sweet.
Mr. Grant, did it have something to do with raising our ratings?
No.
Well, was it more of a studio thing?
No.
Salaries?
No.
Was it vacations?
No.
Did Rhoda's phone call make you forget?
Yes.
Would you accept my apology?
No.
Hiya, Mayor.
Hi. Sorry, I'm late, but I had to stop and pick up the groceries for dinner.
Mary, you just relax. Let the super chef take care of dinner.
Well, gee, Rhoda, thanks for pitching in, but couldn't you have told me?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to, Mayor, but I wanted to be a surprise.
Well, it certainly is. Boy, you're really going to town in there, aren't you?
Oh, Mary, it's such fun to have a whole kitchen to work in. Have you ever tried roasting a turkey on a hot plate?
Is that what we're having?
No, no.
You know, Rhoda, I usually find, because it's such a small kitchen, that it's easier, for me, anyway, if I sort of wash the dishes as I go along.
Oh, that's what I love about us. We're so totally different.
Well, I guess I'll just go wash up.
Hey, listen, I left some things soaking in the sink.
Oh, well, I'll just use the tub, then.
Watch out for the goldfish. Gotcha. Hey, Mary, where do you keep your horseradish?
Horseradish?
Yeah.
I don't have any. Can you use something else?
No, it's got to be horseradish. You? Do you have any horseradish?
Isn't that kind of a strange way to greet somebody?
Hello, do you have any horseradish?
Yes, but not on my person.
Oh.
Now, where's Mary?
Oh, she's washing up. Phyllis, since I'm up to my ears in pots and pans...
Yes,
here-
I see.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe you would run down and get it for me.
Oh, no. You might have Mary jumping for you, Rhoda, but not me. If you want horseradish, you just go down to my apartment and you tell Bess that Phyllis wants her to show you where it is.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Phyllis. You see that pot on the stove? Give it a stir every so often, huh?
Where's the spoon?
Stir it with your nose.
How about strong mustard?
Doesn't anybody say hello anymore?
Where's Rhoda?
Oh, she went down to my place to get some horseradish.
Oh.
She is incredibly messy, isn't she?
No, she's not. She just overslept this morning, that's all. Hey, Phyllis, when is her apartment going to be ready?
Oh, 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days?
Mary, do I detect a slight note of desperation?
No, not at all.
Well, just remember, if she gets too unbearable, you can always...
Phyllis, I am not going to send her to a motel.
A motel? Who said motel? Though, heaven knows, it wouldn't be a first for her.
I got it. Hey, Mary, I would have done that. Oh. Beth found the horseradish like that. I mean, it was right there in the horseradish department of the refrigerator. That Phyllis, oh, she is so organized, you know. Does that drive you crazy?
No.
There. That's it. Soup's on.
Oh, what are we having?
Mary, I do not deal in cute little phrases. I said, soup's on.
We're having soup?
Yeah, my mother's famous chicken and horseradish soup. Come on, Mary, sit down.
Okay, listen, Rhoda, since you made the dinner, I am going to do the dishes.
Oh, no. This is my night. I'm going to take care of the dishes, too. First thing tomorrow morning.
Not right after dinner?
Yeah. It's easier if you let them soak all night. I said I'd do them in the morning.
Hey, Rhoda?
Hiya.
Oh. Hey, what are you doing?
I am going to a motel. Oh, I hope you don't mind. I borrowed your suitcase.
Rhoda, no.
All right, I won't borrow your suitcase.
No, I don't want you to go to a motel.
No, please. My apartment's not going to be ready for another 3 days. How long can we continue this Oscar and Felix routine?
Rhoda, you are not going anywhere.
Mary, listen, I got a level with you, kid. You drive me crazy.
I drive you crazy?
You do, yes. First of all, there's all that cheerfulness in the morning. Good morning, rise and shine, up and at 'em. It's like living with Dinah Shore.
Well, I'm very sorry.
Then there is this business of you being a neat freak.
A neat freak?
Yes, like last night, up in the middle of the night doing dishes. Who could live with a dish elf?
Look, Rhoda.
You want to know the real reason you drive me crazy?
Yeah?
Because I know I drive you crazy.
Oh, hey, Rhoda, is that... Listen, you don't drive me crazy.
Mary, please. I have been nice enough to tell you how impossible you are to live with. You might at least extend me the same courtesy.
Huh? Okay, you drive me right up the wall.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. You don't have any clothes.
I know, but it looks bad to check into a motel empty-handed. Well, kid, this is it. Farewell, goodbye.
Oh, will you cut that out?
Oh, are you leaving? Yes, Phyllis, yes. I am leaving.
Oh, any, a particular reason?
Yes, Phyllis, yes. We have driven each other crazy.
Yes, Phyllis, that's it. I am going to a motel until my apartment is ready. I've already called and made the reservation. Bye, kid. Thanks.
Goodbye.
Of course, you're always welcome to stay with us.
Thank you, I'd love to.
What?
I accept. I would love to stay with you. Yes, oh, it'll be wonderful. I am staying with you until my apartment is ready, right? Oh, what fun. Come on, roomie, let's get to know each other.
Ann.
Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Hi. Well, you're certainly in a good mood, aren't you? How'd the date go with your fireman-lawyer?
Oh, great. Boy, is he cute. We went to see Gone with the Wind. He's never seen it before.
Yeah? How'd he like it?
Fine, but during the burning of Atlanta, I had to hold him in his seat.
Yeah, it's a great-looking outfit.
Didn't I tell you? Oh, I got a check from the landlord's insurance company.
So soon?
Yeah, but they only paid me half of the value of my clothes.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, it isn't. I told them they were worth twice as much as they actually are.
That's terrible.
can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Anybody home? Hello?
Hello.
Say, this is going to seem like a strange request, but I'm an architect, and I've been doing some sketches of this house, and I wondered if you'd be kind enough to let me come in and look around inside.
Well, you mean my apartment?
Well, it's not a lot of trouble. You see, nobody else seems to be home.
Well, no, no trouble. Come on in.
Well, thank you. I certainly do appreciate this.
Well, you're going to have to excuse the mess.
Mess.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is pretty neat, isn't it? I guess that's just a reflex.
My name's Matt Bryan.
I'm Mary Richards.
I guess you know that this house is a Frank Reich.
A Frank Lloyd Wright?
No. Frank Reich.
Right.
Right.
Huh.
The two are often confused, but in fact, Frank Reich died in 1936 of acute frustration.
Oh. But his houses were pretty famous, huh?
Oh, very famous, because they were so ugly.
Oh.
Oh, I don't mean to say that this is ugly. No, I think that you've fixed this up very nicely. Would it be okay if I just made a couple of quick sketches?
Oh, yeah, sure. Is this for a magazine or something?
No, it's just for my files. You see, I'm thinking of writing a book called Humor in Architecture. So if it's all right, I'll just sketch my way around, and maybe you can pretend that I'm not here, huh?
Oh, yeah, sure. Would it be all right if I talk while you're doing that?
Oh, sure, by all means. You know, this is one of the last of Reich's houses still standing in Minneapolis.
Oh, what did they do, tear them all down?
No, they mostly fell down all by themselves.
No, really?
Well, you're right. Yes, they did tear them down. And what did they replace them with? High-rises and office buildings.
Could I see what you're doing?
Sure.
Hey, that's me.
Son of a gun, how did that happen?
You know, it really is pretty good.
Well, here, you can have it. Of course, if I ever have to refer to it, I'll have to come back and take another look.
Well, I better put my groceries away. The frozen stuff will start to thaw.
Okay, I'll get out of your way for a minute.
Oh, well, no, that's okay.
Tell me, is this balcony safe?
Yeah, I guess it's pretty safe, unless you fall off.
Mary?
Yeah?
Water. Hiya, Mayor. Water.
Well, what have you two been up to?
It's what we've been down to.
The basement.
What for?
Well, Rhoda needs more storage space, and I told her she was welcome to use yours.
Mary. Mary, I don't know how to break this to you, but you've got a peeping artist on your balcony.
No, he's an architect. He's just making a couple of sketches of the house.
From down here, he looks gorgeous.
Think you ought to check with the manager before you do anything drastic?
Oh, no, he's just interested in the house and wanted to make some drawings.
From there, he looks gorgeous, too. Couldn't you just lock the windows? I mean, and keep him out there? I'll help you feed and water him. Thanks. Oh, she's not so dumb. She really did lock him out there.
Oh, come on. That door always jams.
Oh, boy, is that cold.
Where?
I didn't get a chance to finish. My felt tip froze up.
Oh. Phyllis. Lindstrom, I would like you to meet Matt Bryan.
How do you do? Oh, sorry.
Phyllis lives downstairs, and this is Rhoda Morgenstern. She lives upstairs.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a fourth floor.
There isn't, but I live up there anyway.
If you'd like to see what I've done with my apartment, maybe you'd like to sketch it.
Well, thank you, but I've got to get back to the office.
Oh.
I didn't finish. Maybe some other time I could come back.
Oh, he'll maybe come back and finish.
Yeah, and next time I'll bring a bottle of wine.
Oh, great.
Nice meeting you, ladies.
So long,
Nice
Matt.
meeting you, Matt.
I'll give you a call, Mary, okay?
Okay. Oh, wait, you don't have my number.
Oh, yes, I do. I sketched your telephone.
Yeah. Yes, Matt, the house is still standing. Okay. All right, I'll see you in a little while. Goodbye. Hey, Murray, guess who designed the house I'm living in?
Who?
Frank Reich?
Oh, Frank Lloyd Wright?
No, that's what I thought at first, too.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah?
Who have you heard of, Ted?
Frank Lloyd Wright. One of the Wright brothers.
Yeah, Orville and Frank Lloyd. Who could ever forget them?
No, Ted, I'm talking about an architect named Frank Reich.
Reich?
Right. He designed the old house I'm living in.
Big deal. Give me a modern apartment building any day.
Yeah, you should see Ted's place. Really something. Floodlights out front. Sparkle stuff in the stucco. Plastic palm trees.
It's really sort of special. Hey, gang, how about a little luncherino? Murray?
Now, I'm on a diet.
How about you, Mary?
Oh, well, thanks, Ted. I'd like to, but I have a date for lunch.
Who with, Mary?
An architect.
That's why all the sudden interest,
Personally, I don't care for architecture.
Mary, what's your architect's name? I hope it isn't Frank Reich.
Oh, no, it's Matt Bryan.
Hey, I think I did a story on him once.
Yeah?
Yeah, isn't he interested in preserving old houses or something?
Yeah, that sounds like Matt.
Well, I wrote a big feature on this organization he started to save old buildings.
Huh.
Mary, pull the Matt Bryan file.
Matt Bryan? Well, Mr. Grant, that's the most fantastic coincidence. Marie and I were just talking about Matt Bryan.
It's not a coincidence. I heard you. That's why I told you to pull his file.
Bryan. Matt. Here you are, Mr. Grant.
I don't want that.
Well, why'd you have me pull it then?
Because I thought you'd be interested in looking at it.
Oh, no.
There's probably some good stuff in there.
Yeah, well, thank you,
Personal stuff.
No, I don't think that,
Matt Bryan. Matt Bryan. Born April 3rd, 90... He's almost as old as I am.
Is he?
Uh-huh. Pretty good picture of him, too. But I guess you wouldn't be interested in that kind of stuff.
Right. I'll just, refile this for you.
Boom.
Matt, hi.
Hi.
Oh, well, I'm almost ready for lunch. I'll
Good.
just refile this stuff and then we can go.
Hey, just a minute.
No, please.
I got it,
No, don't bother.
Say, there's a rugged-looking individual. That's a striking resemblance.
Yeah, well, you see, I was just doing some research for a documentary we're thinking of doing on famous Minneapolis architects. Well, I'll just refile this with this other research stuff.
Hello, Matt Bryan.
Oh, hi, I'm Luke Grant. And this is Murray Slaughter.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I guess we can go have our old luncherino.
Come on. It'll have to be a fast lunch. They're pouring the foundation for a building I designed, and I have to hurry over there before the cement dries.
Oh, what for?
I always like to put my footprint in it.
He really looks great, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Who?
The guy Mary's interested in.
Who?
The guy she just left with, Matt Bryan.
Is he better looking than me?
No, Ted, nobody's better looking than you.
Oh, good.
I feel like mirror, mirror on the wall.
How old is he?
44.
44? Oh, I don't believe it. I mean, he looks incredible. He's the youngest looking 44 I ever saw.
Guess how old I am. Well, I'm prematurely gray.
I hope I look that good when I'm his age.
Murray, you don't look that good now. Why should it be?
44. He just doesn't look that old.
That's not old. I'm 46.
He's 44. You're 46. Gee, we better warn Mary what he's gonna look like in 2 years.
Mary? Ah, Rhoda, thank goodness. My zipper's stuck. Can you unzip me?
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I have this terrible fear that someday my zipper's going to be stuck and there'll be nobody here to unzip me and I'll have to call the fire department to get me out of my dress.
Hey, wait a minute. Would you stand still a minute? Oh, that's one thing about dress and window dummies. They never walk away from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that Matt's going to pick me up in a few minutes. I don't want to be late.
Oh, there. You going out with him again?
Yeah, well, it's just our second date.
Your second date today. Mary, you don't have to tell me what a man's wallet is doing on your dresser if you don't want to.
I don't want to.
Oh, come on. A whole wallet. Most I ever got was cab fare home.
It's not what you think, Rhoda. Matt and I had lunch today, and he had to leave in a hurry, and he forgot his wallet on the cashier's counter.
You know, you can really get to know a lot about a guy by reading his wallet.
Hey, Rhoda, come on. There would be like somebody going through your purse.
No, it's too late, Mayor. I've already gotten into it. I just can't put it down. Oh, how cute.
What?
It's a picture of Matt with a very tiny baseball player.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, yeah, I think that's his son. Oh, isn't he darling?
Mary, I don't know how to break this to you, but where there's a son, quite often there's a mother. And even a wife sometimes.
Oh, well, no, I'm pretty sure that Matt's divorced.
He tell you that?
No, but on his driver's license where it says married, it's been crossed out. So
Well,
I just wanted to make sure that nothing was missing.
No good, Mayor. So he's got a kid. Looks like he's about 9 years old.
Ah! Not ready. Matt, I'll only be a...
Miss Richards?
Yes?
My father got stuck on the job, and so he asked me to come and pick you up.
Your father?
Yeah, I'm Matt Bryan, Jr.
Well, you certainly are a big boy. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
Matt Bryan, Jr., I'd like you to meet my friend, Rhoda...
Morgenstern.
Morgenstern. Rhoda is my best friend. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm so surprised. I pictured you about 9 years old.
Well, I was about 15 years ago.
Last time we saw you, you were about this big.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, it was a picture in your father's wallet.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, I have it. He left it today when we had lunch.
Yeah, I can see where you got confused about me. But my father still looks pretty much the same as he did 15 years ago. I guess it sort of runs in the family. You ought to meet my grandfather.
I'd like to.
Dad would have called you himself, but he's up in a building under construction, and they haven't put the phones in yet.
Well, are you an architect, too?
Yeah, I work for my father. I'm also double parked outside, so I'll wait for you in the car, all right?
Oh, yes, sure. I'll just be a second.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, bye, Matt, Jr. Mary, what a cute boy.
Rhoda, I got news for you. That's a grown man.
Yeah.
You know, something just occurred to me. I am only about 6 years older than he is. Difference doesn't make. Matt and I are just dating, right?
Oh, Mary, when you're over 30 and still single, there's no such thing as just dating, unless you're Gidget.
Well, I always said when I get married, I would like to have a son.
Yeah, but this son is old enough to have a son.
Yeah? Well, I always wanted to be a grandmother, too. Yeah, Phyllis. Matt and I are still seeing each other. Oh, last night he took me to see a play at the Guthrie Theater. Well, I really don't know how it's going. We only go places where we can't talk. Yeah, I'll hold. Phyllis, I thought you were...
Yes, I was. But your problem is too big to talk about on the telephone.
What problem?
That he doesn't want to talk about marriage.
No, Phyllis, I didn't say he doesn't want to talk about marriage. I said he doesn't seem to want to talk.
Mary, when they don't seem to want to talk, marriage is what they're always not talking about. How well I remember it. Every time I even got close to the subject of marriage with Lars, he didn't want to talk about it. He still doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, Phyllis, I don't want to talk about marriage.
Mary, why not?
Well, because I don't know him.
What do you mean you don't know him?
Okay, Phyllis, let me give you an example of a typical evening with Matt. He picks me up, we get into his car. Immediately, he puts a cassette into his tape deck, usually a Broadway show, and we sort of hum along with that till we get to the theater, which is just before the curtain goes up, so again, we don't talk. After the play, he takes me to a loud place for a drink where it is impossible to talk. Then he brings me home, and we say goodnight.
Oh. If Lars and I could only communicate like that again.
You know, one time his tape deck was broken, and we had to really talk. You know, I don't mean just words going back and forth. I mean really talk. I thought, boy, we had finally made a breakthrough.
And then what happened?
He went to Chicago.
Well, Lars goes to St. Paul.
Yeah, but I think Matt went to Chicago because his tape deck was broken. I mean, when he got back, it was fixed, and we were right back to the original cast recording of Man of La Mancha.
Oh, I love that show. Well, what do you think you're going to hear tonight?
How are you and Matt getting along these days?
Oh, fine, I guess. He left for Chicago again.
Oh. You know, I can't get over how great Matt looks for a guy who's almost Lou's age.
Yeah, well, he really works at it.
How do you mean?
Probably he watches his diet.
Yeah, he eats, but, you know, only the right foods, if you know what I mean. Nothing with sugar or starch, no fats or carbohydrates.
That leaves celery.
Listen, anybody can look young, but I like the respect that comes with that well-seasoned look. In fact, when I was in high school, the teachers used to call me sir.
Well, Matt. Hi, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm redesigning an office on the 10th floor, and I just decided I'd drop by.
Oh, that's nice. Matt, I'd like you to meet my boss, Lou Grant. This is Matt Bryan, Jr.
Oh, hi.
And Murray Slaughter.
Hi. How are you? Mary, I'm going to an early lunch before Ted comes in and asks me to go to lunch. Nice to meet you.
Listen, speaking about lunch, do you think you can get away, too?
Sure, yeah, I guess I can. Look, I just have to run this over to Mimeo. I'll be right back.
All
You
right.
just make yourself at home.
Okay.
Anything I can help you with, young fella?
No, thank you. I'm just waiting for Mary. We're going to lunch.
Oh. You, probably know I'm Ted Baxter. The anchor man.
Oh, yes. I'm Matt Bryan.
Nice to meet you, Matt. You're Matt Bryan?
Yes.
The architect?
Well, yes.
They were right.
About what?
You're in incredible shape. How do you do it?
I don't understand.
What month were you born in?
September.
Oh, that explains it. I'm 8 months older than you are.
Should we sit there?
Yep.
Hi, Mary. Can I give you your check now?
Before we order?
Well, I was just going on my coffee break, and, but you don't need a menu, do you?
Menu? No. The whole thing is indelibly etched in my brain.
Oh, good.
I think I'll have the Garden Fresh chef's salad bowl with crispy croutons and tangy bacon bits.
And you?
I'll have a cup of piping hot coffee.
Right.
Is that all?
Oh, I had a late breakfast.
Well, if you had a late breakfast, how come you invited me to an early lunch?
Well, I just wanted to talk.
Boy, some coffee break. Nobody even left me a newspaper to read.
So,
my father and I had sort of a fight.
Oh, that's too bad. What about?
Mainly about you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard not to listen.
Would you mind if I asked you a personal question?
Can I hear the question before I answer that question?
How do you feel about my father?
Why?
Well, you see, I like you.
Well, thank you, Matt. I like you, too. Listen, shouldn't we talk about something else?
No, Mary. Mary, it's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go see if I can find a newspaper.
Matt, what is this all about?
Mary, you've got my father on the run. He's not in Chicago. He just told you he was.
What?
Yeah, and he wasn't there last week either.
Well, why?
He's afraid.
Of me?
Of you, of love, of marriage, of divorce.
Boy, he sure works fast.
No, not really. He gets nervous when he gets attracted to somebody. You see, he thinks that attraction leads to love, and love leads to marriage, and marriage leads to divorce. So now the only girls he sees are the ones he doesn't like.
Well, I don't think he likes me anymore.
Why?
Because he just walked in.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hello. They told me at your office you'd probably be here. Is there anything going on that I shouldn't know about?
But no, we're just having lunch. Would you like to join us?
No, but I'd be happy to replace you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I have a lot of things to do on the 10th floor.
Good.
Well, hang in there.
Well, all I could find was yesterday's sports. Oh, I missed something, didn't I? Oh.
So, how is Chicago?
Oh, it's fine. No, I don't know how it was. I didn't go there. Mary, listen, I think I've got to be fair with you. You see, I've been doing a lot of thinking about us and about our relationship, and it's occurred to me, you see, that I'm very much attracted to you, and marry me.
No.
No?
No, I had the Garden Fresh, the piping...
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Matt, I can't marry you. You and I, we don't even know each other.
Well, of course we know each other. We don't, do we? I'm just no good at this anymore. I've been running for so long. Well, I guess I stopped too quickly, didn't I?
Yeah, I think you did. I think there has to be something in between Man of La Mancha and Will You Marry Me?
Right. Well, now, look, why don't we start talking and get to know each other now?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Then will you marry me? So once I built my first treehouse, I knew I was either going to be an architect or Tarzan.
Ted, have you met Matt Bryan?
Oh, yes, we've met.
We have?
You're Matt Bryan?
Yes.
The architect?
Yes.
You just had lunch with Mary?
Yes.
Oh, that's it. You shaved your mustache.
It's hard to explain about Ted.
who can turn the world on with her smile, who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
I'll put the coffee on, unless you'd rather have something else.
No, coffee's fine, thanks. You're being so nice about this, considering I just rammed into the back of your car.
Oh, well, listen, don't worry about it. It was just a little dent. Look, you can hardly see it from up here.
Well, I can still see it. Maybe if we went up on the roof,
Listen, the whole thing was partly my fault, too, probably. I mean, if I'd been looking in the rearview mirror, I would have seen you coming and taken off faster.
Mary, would it be all right with you if you got your car fixed and just gave me the bill?
Well, yeah, but don't you want your insurance company to pay it?
Oh, I'd love them to. But I had a claim a few months ago, and right after that, they raised my rates again.
Oh, would you... somebody else?
I'm afraid so. I seem to have this habit of fastening my seatbelt while I'm driving. like just a few minutes ago, I was reaching to fasten it, and I just looked down for a second, and then I looked up, and there you were.
That may be a first in automotive history. You know that? An accident caused by seatbelts?
Hey, you have really done fantastic things with this apartment.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you a decorator?
No, I work in the newsroom at WJM-TV.
Oh, what do you do there?
I'm an associate producer of the news.
What does an associate producer do, anyway?
Well, it involves, a lot of associating.
Mary, do you know what happened to your car? It's terrible. Some idiot rear-ended you, right?
Rhoda, it wasn't some, it was actually Joanne Forbes. This is Rhoda Morgenstern.
You mean she's the,
Uh-huh. What's so funny?
Nothing. I just thought if I started laughing, you two might join in.
Oh.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, would you like some coffee?
No, thanks, Mary.
You know what? You two have a lot in common. Rhoda's in charge of window decorating at Hempel's department store, and Joanne here is a buyer for Nobles Wilson.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good store. I saw a scarf there I really wanted to buy, but I figured I looked pretty weird walking around naked in this great-looking scarf. Listen, I always check out your window displays, and they're always really terrific. Not like ours. Of course, on the budget they give me, I have to do mine with crepe paper and balloons.
Rhoda, will you stop putting yourself down? Your windows are great, too.
Well, not really. Mary, I know you're an animal lover, but this is ridiculous. The Gopher magazine?
That's my alumni magazine, University of Minnesota.
Oh, did you go there?
Yeah, just for 2 years.
What house were you in?
House? Oh, you mean sorority house. Oh, I was at Gamma Gamma Delta. Oh, gee, that sounds funny to say after all these years. Gamma Gamma Delta.
Isn't that the wildest coincidence? I was a GGD at Northwestern.
You're kidding.
No. I was in the Sharkettes.
The what?
The Sharkettes. The ladies' auxiliary to my neighborhood gang. Listen, when you were pinned by a shark, that meant to the wall. Well, I'll let you two sorority sisters alone for now. I guess you want to munch grape leaves and chat some Greek. Right?
Oh, come on. You don't have to go.
Yeah, I do, Mayor. I got this letter I have to write. My mother sent me a photostat of an airline ticket and told me she'd use it if she doesn't hear from me. Nice meeting you, Joanne.
You too.
Hey, listen, Mayor, if I ever finish this letter to my mother, you want to play some tennis?
Yeah, terrific.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you later.
Hey, you play tennis.
No.
But she just said...
Well, Rhoda and I just climb the fence of the high school and sort of bat the ball around, but I'm really awful.
Oh, we sound perfectly matched. Would you like to play tomorrow?
Well, okay. All right. But I gotta warn you, Rhoda and I have been sort of making up our own rules as we go along.
Oh, like what?
Well, for one thing, we don't play with a net.
Then we'll play tomorrow.
All right. Unless I wake up with whiplash.
Kidding.
Mary! Mary! Lou Grant. She's not here right now. Joanne? All right, I'll tell her you called. Hold on a second. Okay, shoot. 555-4200. Extension 2413. It's a pleasure. Where have you been?
In the film library, checking on the footage you asked me about. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong. I enjoy being your personal secretary.
I got a call.
No, you didn't get a call. You got 2 calls. 2 personal calls. Somebody named Joanne and somebody named Rhoda. What have you been doing?
Well, I was just, men's room, Lou.
Everybody's got more important things to do around here than work.
What's the matter with him?
Oh, come on, Murray. You should know by now that hollering is just his way of showing affection.
Well, it's a good thing he doesn't like us more or he'd tear us apart.
Extension 2413, please.
You calling one of your friends?
Mr. Grant, I haven't taken my coffee break yet.
When I started in news, nobody took a coffee break. We didn't stop working to drink coffee. We drank coffee while we worked. We were newsmen. We were proud. We wore our hats in the office.
Mr. Grant, would you like me to start wearing a hat in the office? Join the course, please.
You know why we wore our hats in the office?
Because it was a good place to keep your press cards?
Because when that phone rang, we had to go fast. We didn't have time to put on our hats. You people,
Hello, Joanne. Hi, it's Mary. Oh, when you called? That was my boss. Yeah, I guess you could say he's kind of cute. Lunch today? Yeah, great. All right, fine. I'll meet you there at, 12:30? Terrific. See you then. Bye-bye.
Say, Mary, you know what Lou wanted to see me about?
Oh, yeah, probably about the way you've been using the copying machine.
Yeah, I want to talk to him about that. What's wrong with that darn machine anyway?
Well, nothing that I know of.
Well, I thought I'd save some money, so I took one of my fan pictures and ran off 50 copies. Didn't come out too good.
But, Ted, you can't use that machine to copy a photograph.
You telling me?
Let's see, Ted. Oh. Why didn't you put your face in the machine?
I tried that, but my nose came out squashed flat. Now, these aren't much good.
Are you going to throw those away?
Oh, yeah.
Well, look, Ted, before you do, may I have one of your pictures?
Well, sure. Kind of surprised you want one, though.
Thanks, Ted.
Rhoda Morgenstern, please. Hi, Rhoda. Mary. Lunch today? Gee, I can't. I've already got something for lunch. No, I'm not going out with the guys. No, it's not a date thing. It's just a lunch thing. Listen, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.
That was fast.
What happened?
He's docking me for the copying machine costs.
Well, you'll just have to pass the charges on to your loyal public.
Hey, that's a good idea, Murr. I get the kids to pay for it. They could color them in. Thanks, Murr.
Well, would you like a Diet Cola?
No, I'd like a chocolate milkshake.
Uh-huh.
But I'll have a Diet Cola.
Yeah.
Hey, that last shot you made down the right sideline really surprised me.
Yeah? Kind of surprised me, too. I was aiming for the left sideline.
Listen, Listen, maybe it's your racket, Mary. You ought to get one of these metal ones.
Yeah, I'd like to, but I don't think I can afford it.
Hey, one of the guys I date is the pro at the club. This racket usually sells for $30. He let me have it for $25, so I saved $5.
On the other hand, I could save $25 if I keep my old wooden one. Anyway, it's sort of a family heirloom. My grandmother used to beat rugs with it. Did you notice my car when you parked?
Yeah, it looks terrific. You can never tell where I hit you.
Yeah. Only thing that's left is the bill, $110.
But that little scratch?
Well, it was sort of a deep little scratch.
Oh, well, listen, Mary, remind me to give you a check for it.
Yeah, I will. No hurry, though.
Hi. Do you have any old blanket I could borrow?
Come on in.
Lars and I are taking Bess on a picnic. I'm sorry, I didn't know you had company.
Oh, Joanne Forbes, this is Phyllis Lindstrom.
Happy to meet you.
Joanne, the buyer.
That's right.
Oh, I know all about you. Oh, it must be fascinating traveling all over the world, buying clothes in all those exotic places.
Well, the most exotic place I go to is the garment district in New York.
It must be fascinating traveling to the garment district in New York. Oh, who won the tennis match?
Oh, Joanne did. No contest. 2 sets in a row.
Isn't she a wonderful sport? Mary, you're a wonderful sport. I've beaten her in almost every game we've ever played, and she never loses her temper. She's a wonderful loser. Mary, you're such a good loser.
That's because I've had so much practice.
Well, where'd you play? The school?
No, we went to the Lakefront Tennis Club. Well, I'll see if I can find that old blanket for you.
You belong to the Lakefront Tennis Club?
Well, actually, my ex-husband belonged. I got his membership as part of the settlement.
Oh.
Well, maybe you've seen him, Mary. He plays down at the high school now all the time.
Oh, yeah? Is he sort of tall, sandy hair, great looking?
That's him.
Yeah, I see him there all the time. Boy, he sure plays a lot.
Mm-hmm. He played even more when we were married. Then one day, when he was out playing, I found his racket at home.
I keep telling Lars we should join a club like that. It would be so nice for Beth. That's our daughter. And it would give us a chance to meet some interesting people. So many of our friends seem to be dermatologists.
Well, why don't you come over sometime? We'll play doubles.
Oh, I'd love to. How thoughtful.
Here's your blanket.
Thank you, Mary. Mary? Lars and I can't use our tickets to the symphony this afternoon, and I was going to give them to you and Rhoda, but, this is much better.
Well, would you like to go?
Oh, that sounds like fun. I haven't been to the symphony since... You want a confession? I've never been to the symphony.
Well, what do you say we try it then?
Great. I'll go shower, change, and I'll be back at 2, okay?
Great.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope I see you again.
Oh, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, Mary, she's a lovely girl. The two of you just look as if you should be friends, not like, you know, you and that. Hiya.
Mary, what is that you're wearing? You look like a cheerleader for a school of nursing.
It is a tennis outfit that I bought.
There's nothing wrong with dressing correctly, Rhoda.
You think I don't know that? I dressed up just to come down here.
Changing your sweat socks isn't dressing up.
Mia, didn't you feel a little self-conscious climbing over the schoolyard fence looking like Princess Grace?
Oh, well, we didn't play at the school.
Oh.
Joanne took her to the tennis club.
The tennis club. I bet when you climb the fence there, they have people to give you a boost. Listen, hurry up and change. We gotta go look for my new tires. What?
Oh, Rhoda, I can't go.
What do you mean you can't go?
What she's saying is, she can't go.
Thank you, Eric Severide, for that analysis of what she just said.
Well, Rhoda, the tire thing wasn't definite.
Oh, that's okay, Maeve. If you got something better to do, just say so.
Well, no, it's not a question of better or worse.
Yes, it is. A date is definitely better than browsing through used tire lots.
So is going to the symphony.
Oh, the symphony?
Rhoda, look, I'm sorry. I completely forgot about the tire thing, and Phyllis did have these tickets to the symphony, so, Joanne and I are going.
Oh. Joanne, huh? Well, that's great. You can wear your tennis outfit and jump over the orchestra pit to congratulate the conductor.
Rhoda, you don't have to be sarcastic.
I just wish you'd told me that you were such a classical music fan,
I'm
Mary.
not.
Because I would have promised to hum Beethoven to you as we schlepped among the recaps. I heard that.
Rhoda Morgenstern, please. Hello, Rhoda? It's Mary, and don't hang up. Well, I don't know. I just thought maybe you wouldn't want to talk to me. Hey, listen, Rhoda, you and I have been friends for too long to be mad at each other over something silly. Oh, good. I'm glad you feel that way, too. What, lunch today? Which, yeah, I'd love to, really, but I can't. Mr. Grant's expecting a man in from Washington, and since he's not going to be here, he asked me if I would stay and sort of show him around. No, it is not Henry Kissinger. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Hi, Mary.
Joanne! Well, come on in. What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd drop in, see if you want to have lunch at the club. They're having a tournament we can watch while we're eating. If you don't mind picking a tennis ball out of your soup occasionally.
Oh, that sounds like fun, but I can't. I've got to stay here.
Oh, that's too bad. A lot of great-looking guys have lunch there.
Oh, you talking about Antonio's? You're right. I just had lunch there.
Well, no, Ted, we're talking about a tennis club.
Oh, I must go there sometime. Hi there, Ted Baxter.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joanne Forbes. This is indeed Ted Baxter.
Hi.
Am I mistaken, or did I see a crazy little magical thing happen when we made eye contact there?
Well, I don't know. Did it?
Oh, I thought I saw a sudden glint in your eye there.
Well, that's probably because I wear contact lenses.
Oh. Well, you ever watch my show? I'm the anchorman on the 6 o'clock news, you know.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm never home in time to watch at 6.
Oh. Well, you could see some of my tapes. I could take you down to the technical place, and we could see them through the thing.
Well, I'd really like that, but I've got to get going soon.
Okay, then I'll watch them myself.
Mary, that guy from Washington get here yet?
Oh, no, Mr. Grant.
Oh, Lou, not enough people are watching me at 6 o'clock. Maybe I should be on later.
Good idea. How about a half hour after the Star-Spangled Banner?
I'll be down at the technical place, Mary.
Oh, they just raised property taxes again. Boy, is Ted ever going to give a blistering editorial on this tonight.
Why should Ted care? He rents an apartment.
But I own a house.
This must be such a fun place to work. Everything you're involved in is so important.
Mary, my ice bucket's empty.
Oh, well, the freezer is broken again, Mr. Grant. They're sending some ice over from the liquor store.
Well, they'd better hurry. Since I got back early, I can take care of that guy from Washington, so you can go to lunch if you want.
Yes, sir.
Does she work here?
No.
Then she can go to lunch, too.
Now you have to come with me.
Okay, that's fine with me. Murray, I will be back in about an hour. I'm going to have lunch with Joanne at the tennis club. Hey, did you hear me?
Lunch, Joanne, club, enjoy.
You have your car here?
Yeah. Oh, listen, by the way, the second bill from the body shop came today.
Oh, yeah. Remind me to give you a check for it.
Newsroom, Slaughter. Oh, hi, Rhoda. No, she just left for lunch with a friend. Joanne something. Do you want me to take a message? I can't give her that message.
Hi, all set.
Great, but we got a slight problem.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, the fourth girl who was supposed to play with us today canceled out, and it's a little hard to play doubles with 3 people.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I play on the side of the best player and be your handicap?
Well, it's more fun with a fourth player, and since Sally's out in the car, I was thinking...
Oh, listen, as long as you mention the subject of cars.
Oh, right. I got my checkbook right here. Just remind me. Well, anyway, I thought your friend, what's her name, might like to play with us.
Oh, Rhoda.
No, the other one.
Phyllis?
Phyllis.
Well, Phyllis and her husband are away for the weekend, but, gee, I think Rhoda would love to play with us. I'll call her.
Well, Mary, does she play well enough to keep up with us?
She plays about the same as I do.
Oh, yes, but Mary, you've been playing a lot lately. You've really improved.
Hey, have I?
Yes, you're much better. Look, maybe we can find a fourth at the club.
Yeah, but I tell you, Rhoda is just, she's like a natural athlete. She'll make a great fourth.
Well, okay, then. Mary, does she have the right clothes to wear? I mean, I wouldn't want her to feel out of place if she didn't have the right clothes.
Well, I think she can probably find... Hey, Joanne, why don't you want Rhoda to play with us?
Well, oh, it's not that I don't want her to play. It's just that some of the people at the club aren't as, well, liberal as you and I are.
Liberal? You mean because she's Jewish?
Oh, listen, Mary, it's not me. It's just the rule. I mean, if it were up to me, I'd let Jewish people in.
Oh, good. Oh, Joanne, I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that. Because I would hate to think that you have anything against me.
Why would I?
Well, I'm Jewish. Listen, I thought you knew that.
Oh.
Yeah. When you think of all the times you took me to that club and nobody knew. Oh, wow.
Oh, come on. You're putting me on, aren't you?
Oh, no. Listen, would I kid about something like that?
But you don't look...
Don't what?
Act. Well, I mean, you have to admit...
Joanne, I'm not Jewish.
I knew that. Didn't you think I knew that?
No, I don't think you knew that. I think for a minute there, you weren't sure, and it made a difference.
Well, it did not. Oh, come on, Mary, let's play tennis.
No, listen, you go ahead and play singles with Sally.
Well, okay, if you don't want to. Well, I better get going. Sally's down in the car waiting.
Oh, listen, speaking of cars, you asked me to remind you about the check for mine.
Oh, yes, Mary, be sure and remind me.
I am reminding you.
You mean now?
Please.
Okay, sure. That was 105, right?
10.
Look, Mary, I know you think I'm a bigot, but I'm not, really. It's just that I've always kind of traveled in my own circle of friends, and I just never had a chance to know any Jewish people very well.
Even in the garment center?
I meant socially.
Well, if you ever feel you want to know one better, boy, I know a real good one.
Oh, fine. Let's do that sometime.
But not now.
Well, no, not now, see, because I've really got to go. I tell you what, we'll have lunch one day soon. You, me, and Rhoda, okay? Bye.
Whoever that is should not needs work. But come on in anyway.
Hi.
How are you? Play tennis?
No, I was, just, wondering if you were doing anything.
Just writing my mother.
Again?
Still. I've been working on this letter for over a week now. You want to hear what I got so far?
Yeah.
Dear Mom.
That's it?
I thought it was a pretty good start.
Well, listen, if you ever finish that letter, would you like to see a movie or something?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay. Anything in particular that you want to see?
No. Any movie you want to see is fine with me.
Rhoda, aren't you going to say anything at all about what happened between us?
It crossed my mind.
So why don't you?
I decided it would bug you more if I didn't.
Right.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Murray, here's your soup.
Oh, thanks, Mary.
There's my sweater. I knew I left it somewhere. Hiya, Lou.
Hi. Mary,
Yes, sir.
where have you been?
At lunch?
Uh-huh. And what time did you leave?
12.
All right. And what time is it now?
12:55.
Uh-huh. And I suppose you usually take 55 minutes for lunch?
No, Mr. Grant, I usually take an hour.
Even when it's Friday and you still don't have a guest for Sunday's Face the People show?
How do you know she doesn't, Lou?
Does she?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Well, no, Mr. Grant, I don't.
Good.
But
Because there's this new city councilman, Pete Peterson. His office has been bugging me to get him on the show. What do you know about him?
He's really cute. Oh.
If I wanted cute, I'd get Hubert Humphrey. See what we got on him.
yes, sir.
Hey, Lou.
Huh?
I voted for Peterson, if that's any help.
He's 35, single, sandy hair. Who didn't vote for him?
Rhoda, it's 1 o'clock. Isn't your lunch hour over?
Oh, no, my boss doesn't care if I'm a little late.
I care.
Mary, I think I better get going. I just remembered there's this boss who hates it when I'm late. Yours. Bye-bye. See you tonight.
Bye, Rhoda.
Oh, hiya, Rita.
Way to go, champ.
So what'd you find on him?
Well, not too much.
Oh, look, why don't you go down to Peterson's office and check him out? See if he'd be any good on the show.
Pete Peterson, the new city councilman?
You actually know the name of an elected official?
Absolutely. Voted for him. Man's got a great think tank. What's the matter?
You and I voted for the same man.
Had him at a party before the election. Pressed me so much I not only voted for him, I campaigned for him. Peterson's my kind of man.
I'll, check him out.
Twice.
Right.
Councilman Peterson's office. Can I help you? You're calling for a job? Well, we don't have any jobs. Oh, yes, I know. The councilman talked a lot during the campaign about finding people jobs. But what he meant was he would try and create new jobs in this district. No, he hasn't. No, he's only been in office 2 weeks. What sort of work do you do? You were a Viking? Oh, a Minnesota Viking. Oh, I'm sorry you pulled your hamstring. Well, look, do you know how to do anything else? I mean, do you have any special skills? You can drive a car. Well, terrific. Look, I'll keep my ears open, and if any car driving jobs come up, I'll call you. What's your number? Got it. 87?
was a good one.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson.
I'm Mary Richards.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, well, yes, I'm from WJM-TV, and I'm here about Face the People.
What's that?
Oh, well, it's a show we do on Sunday afternoons where a political figure answers questions from the audience.
Hard questions?
Well, yeah, I guess you'd call them hard questions.
Well, I certainly hope you find somebody.
Well, actually, somebody from your office called us about Mr. Peterson being on the show.
I can guarantee you no one from this office would make that call.
I did.
No.
Well, you know how he's always talking about getting himself across to the people. And I thought this would be a way. I mentioned it to Pete, and he said he thought it was a great idea.
Okay, girls, on our way. Oh, hi. I'm Pete Peterson. Am I your councilman?
Oh, well, yes and no.
Pardon?
Well, see, I live in your district, but I didn't vote for you.
Gee, that's swell. You didn't vote for me and you came to me for help, right?
No.
Yeah, good. I bet I get your vote next time.
Come on, Pete. We'll be late for the mayor.
Excuse me.
Oh, Mr. Peterson, I almost forgot. That man from Urban Renewal called this morning. He'll be in from Washington next week to look at the slum area.
Walter, couldn't we get that slum area cleaned up before he gets here? I mean, it's really a sight.
Pete, if we cover up the slum, we might not qualify for the loan.
Good thinking. Leave it the way it is.
Mr. Peterson, it's the mayor's office.
Ah, Mayor. The mayor. Take it in my office.
Maybe Councilman Peterson isn't quite ready for your show after all.
Oh, what show?
Face the People.
Face the People. Sounds good. Is that one of those game shows?
Oh, no. It's a political question and answer show.
Hard questions?
Yeah, I guess you'd call them hard questions.
Oh, I'm afraid the councilman is much too busy.
Oh, but even on Sunday?
Oh, yes, he has to go to church.
Well, listen, we can tape the show at his convenience.
Well, once the councilman gets into church, it's hard to get him out. But thanks for thinking of us anyway.
That was really the mayor. Call me Pete. Yeah, he wanted to know what I thought about the teacher strike. You want to know what I told him?
No, why don't you tell me in the car?
Wait, I might forget. I told him I thought the teachers had every right to go on strike, as long as they didn't miss any classes. Well, what did you want to see me about?
Oh, well, I just dropped by to, say hi.
Would you like a bumper sticker?
Gee, no, thanks. I walked.
Gee, that's terrific. I mean, that's really terrific. Girls, will you do me a favor? Will you get some people in here? I like lots of complaints. Walter?
What he means when he says he wants more complaints is...
Oh.
Mary?
Yes, sir.
Did you check out Peterson?
Oh, yes, I did, Mr. Grant, and he wouldn't be right for the show.
Mary, the show is just 2 days away.
I know that, and I'm working on getting somebody else. As a matter of fact, I expect a confirmation call any second.
No.
Huh? Newsroom? Yes, sir. Just a moment, please. Mr. Grant, it's for you, the station manager, and he says it's important.
Of course it's important. You expect him to say, put Lou on the phone? It's trivial?
Newsroom. Speaking. He can? Really? Oh, hey, that's great. Okay, I'll call you later, and I'll give you all the details then. And listen, thanks again. Right, bye-bye. Murray, guess who I got to be on Face the People?
The chief of police.
The chief of police. How did you know?
They called while you were out.
Hey, listen, you said you voted for Peterson, didn't you?
Yeah.
You mind my asking why?
Sure. He was a mo.
A mo?
Yeah.
What's a mo?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
And that's how you vote?
Well, not for the president or senators, but with councilmen, municipal judges, and sewer bonds, I vote the straight mo ticket.
Well, I think you made a mistake in Peterson's case.
Why?
He's definitely an eenie.
Mary, can you come in here a minute?
sir?
Mary, about Face the People.
Ah, Mr. Grant, don't worry. I got the chief of police.
Really? Well, that's good work, Mary. How definite is he?
Oh, it's all set.
No kidding. He'd certainly be a good guest. Well done.
Thank you.
Bump him.
Bump him off the show? Mr. Grant, why? I mean, after all that trouble...
Because Councilman Peterson's going to be our guest.
Peterson? But, Mr. Grant, I told you...
And the station manager just told me that Councilman Peterson would be an excellent guest.
But he wouldn't.
But that doesn't matter, Mary. What matters is that Councilman Peterson and the station manager go fishing together. Need I say more?
Yes, because Peterson just would not be a good guest. I mean, he isn't ready. The station manager ought to trust my judgment. I mean, I am the associate producer on the show, you know. Maybe if I went to him and talked to him, I could get him to change his... How do you bump a chief of police?
Gently.
Councilman Peterson's office. No, I don't think I did speak to you before. You must have spoken to Chris. Who's calling, please? Just a moment. Chris, there's a Mack truck Tarkus on the phone.
That must be my Viking. Thank you. Hiya, truck. No jobs yet, but I'm still looking. Hey, listen, you said you could drive. How about a cab? You can't shift? Yeah, well, I guess that does kind of narrow things down a bit. Why don't you give me your number? Thank you. Now, may I have your telephone number, please? Okay. I'll call you if anything comes up. Bye. So then, what are you going to do tonight?
Oh, I'll either go out with a fantastic man to dinner and a movie, or if I don't meet one, I'll just go home and clean the oven.
Listen, why don't you come over to my house for dinner tonight?
Oh, I don't think I'd better.
Oh, come on. My mom would just love to meet you. Why don't you?
Oh, I'm just more work for your mother. I'm an extra place at the table. I'm another dish to wash. I'm white.
Don't let that bother you, baby. Half the people in my neighborhood are white. Used to be all the people were white.
Hi.
Oh, no. He's going to be on the show, right?
Yeah. Listen, I tried, but apparently he's determined to be on. He knows my boss's boss, so he's on, and I'm sorry.
This Sunday?
Well, listen, maybe Pete'll surprise you. But I mean, he certainly looks smart, you know, even if he, you know, not that many people watch the show.
Well, who says he has to bomb? I mean, we've got 2 days. If we work on him tonight and tomorrow and feed him all the answers to every possible question, he just might really be great.
Well, listen, it's worth a try.
Isn't it, Chris?
As Pete would say, when your ship is sinking and you're treading water, if somebody throws you an anchor, grab it.
Mary? Yeah, come on in.
Well?
You look gorgeous.
Where are you going?
Where am I going? Here, I'm going here.
And you dress like that?
Of course.
Rhoda, I told you it's not a party. I just wanted you to help me ask the councilman some questions.
I'm gonna ask that councilman a question. That's why I'm dressed like this.
Well, don't you think that's a little special?
Mary, listen, I guarantee you. When Joan Kennedy met Teddy, she was not wearing a sweatshirt.
Maybe she was.
What?
Well, I think they met playing touch football.
No kidding. Listen, I'll be back. Hey, who else is coming?
Just the councilman's staff.
Oh, yeah, girl staff or men's staff?
Girl staff.
Terrific. Hello?
Hi. Jennifer Riley, this is Rhoda Morgenstern.
Hi, what a great-looking gown. Where are you going?
To change. Excuse me.
Come on in. Coffee's ready.
Great. Gee, this is a nice place.
Thank you.
Pete will be here in a minute if he doesn't get lost. He does that a lot.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you, how'd you happen to go to work for him?
Well, I just got tired of being an airline reservations clerk.
Oh, is that what you were?
Yeah, well, I really wanted to be a stewardess, but that's another story. Anyway, I decided I wanted to work in government. So I sent out 24 letters offering my services to various politicians. And I got back 23 mimeographed acceptances and 1 badly typed 5-page letter, postage due.
Pete.
So I went where I was needed.
Well, listen, he must have some good qualities. I mean, enough people voted for him to get him elected.
Well, maybe everybody just wanted to help him.
Ah, Chris. Hello, Mary.
Hi.
I want you to meet my mom, Mrs. Wilson, Mary Richards.
How do you do?
Hi.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Mrs. Wilson. Did I thank you enough for that wonderful dinner last night?
Well, there was that half hour at the door, and if that wasn't enough, the 2 phone calls and the flowers were plenty.
I hope you don't mind my bringing Mom along. No. But my brother took the car, so Mama had to bring me over in the bus.
Your mother had to bring you?
I can't drive that bus.
You drive a bus?
Yeah, the Mount Bethany Sunday School bus.
Oh. Well, listen, sit down, please.
Oh, thank you. Now, don't worry about me. I will just sit here and knit.
Okay. Would you like some coffee?
Thank you. Cream of sugar, please.
Right. Oh, I'll get that for you in just a second.
Hello, Mary. So where is he?
He isn't here yet, and what are you wearing?
You don't like it, huh? Then you're gonna hate this.
Everybody, I would like you to meet my friend Rhoda Morgenstern of the Sense of Humor.
Hi, all.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, they're terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah, having a great year.
Oh, about the same as last. Oh, you mean the Vikings?
Yeah. My favorite football team.
Yes, mine too. Rhoda Morgenstern here.
Pete Peterson.
Ah, yes, I
Well, I made it.
Listen, I knew there was something about you I liked.
Ah, what's that?
You're wearing a yarmulke.
A yarmulke?
Oh, the beanie. Oh.
Well, I just came from a bar mitzvah. It's very interesting. It's a Jewish ceremony. It's very, very nice.
I heard.
Yeah, it's a young boy.
My brother, I know.
Gets up.
I'm familiar with
Familiar,
it.
yeah, it's very nice.
Well, listen, before we get started, would anyone else like some coffee?
Oh, I don't drink.
Oh. Well, then, why don't we all sit down?
Yeah, I'm in kind of hurry. At 9 o'clock, I have to open up the new rec room at the Scandinavian Singles Club.
Oh, Mary, I'd like some coffee.
Coffee.
Pete, I want you to meet my mom, Mrs. Wilson.
Ah,
How do you do?
I voted for you.
Thank you.
Did?
Mrs. Wilson, what is it about my campaign that appealed to you?
Well, the other guy wore a beard, and you didn't. I don't trust a politician with a beard.
I suppose you wouldn't have voted for Abraham Lincoln.
Of course not. He was a Republican.
Well, the councilman doesn't have a lot of time, so why don't we get right down to business? Mary, why don't you brief him?
Okay. It's a half-hour show. There's a moderator, Ted Baxter.
Oh, I know Ted. Bright guy.
Anyway, people come up from the audience and stand in front of the microphone and ask you questions.
Sounds fine to me.
Uh-huh. Of course, you realize the answers to the questions are very important.
Absolutely. I think people have the right to expect answers to their questions.
Perhaps we might discuss what some of the questions might be.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a question.
Rhoda.
Councilman, do you intend to marry?
As a matter of fact, I do, June the 6th.
You're engaged?
Mm-hmm. Would you like to see your pictures? Here they are, right here.
You're gonna marry Gail Storm?
Oh, that came with the wallet. There we are. Right over there.
You know, Councilman, you never mentioned a word during your entire campaign about being engaged.
I never had anybody ask me that and get mad before. Generally, I get mad about garbage pickup and stuff like that.
What about garbage pickup?
I'm for it.
You mean you're for a balanced program of waste disposal that is compatible with the ecology. Isn't that what you mean?
What do you mean, isn't that what I mean?
She means that's how you might answer that question tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if ecology isn't something that just sounds good now, but in the future, we may be sorry we got into it, like Vietnam.
About your engagement. Congratulations.
I think we should go over that garbage pickup question again.
What do you mean go over it? I just answered it.
But don't you think it would be better if you said something a little more scientific or something?
Wait a minute now. What's going on here?
Oh, we're just trying to think of questions that you might be asked so you could have some answers.
Oh, I don't think we should go into this having any of the answers.
But all politicians are briefed and prepared.
That's the trouble with politics. I mean, everyone has pat answers to all the questions. I mean, I want the people to know that I don't have any answers. What are you making, Mrs. Wilson?
I am knitting you a beard.
Mr. Peterson, what are your feelings about having a woman run for mayor?
Well, I'd like to see a woman's name on the ballot next year.
But would you vote for her?
Well, it depends on if I thought she was the best candidate.
And her being a woman wouldn't prejudice you?
I don't vote for race, color, creed, or sex. I vote for the man.
Well said, Councilman.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Face the People right after this brief announcement.
He kind of makes you wonder if Ted isn't a ventriloquist. Oh, hey, great. Look, the baseball game's gone into extra innings.
Well, then, hey, maybe nobody is watching my show.
It looks like it's going to be another hot summer, Councilman. What are the kids who live in the inner city going to do for recreation?
Well, they could go swimming, couldn't they? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Mr. Peterson, there are no swimming pools in that area.
Ah. Well, what did they do last summer?
Occasionally, they'd open the fire hydrants, but there aren't enough of those.
Well, the answer seems fairly simple. Put in more fire hydrants.
Good thinking, Pete. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be partial. I see our time is up, and I want to take this time to thank Councilman Peterson for having the courage to come here this afternoon and face the people.
Well, that's that.
I don't know what to say.
You've already said it. He's an eenie. Hey, I thought it went great. Did you, Walter?
No, it didn't go great. It went horrible.
Horrible? Did you think it went horrible, Ted?
No, I thought it was one of the best shows I've ever done.
You're that, and he's a professional.
Thank you.
Hey, it was really something being out there in front of that live TV audience, finding out I had ability to make people laugh.
Isn't it a great feeling?
Well, Ted and I are going to go and chew the old fat. We'll see you later, okay?
Say, listen, we get a chance to talk about foreign affairs. Did you see the Bob Hope Christmas show?
Oh, boy, was that fantastic.
Huh?
Boy, that Harmon, he's something.
Harmon?
Killebrew. He hit a home run with 2 men on in the bottom of the 11. The Twins won.
Mr. Grant, you mean that you were watching the ball game?
Well, who wasn't? How'd you guys do?
Oh.
What?
No truck, nothing yet, but I'm still looking.
Hiya.
Okay.
Ready for lunch? Hi, Mary. We can go in a minute.
Chris. Oh, Mary, I was just going to call you. I thought maybe I could do your show again.
Oh, well, listen, we have a policy. You see, the same guest can't be on more than once in a year. It's dumb, I know, but...
It's too bad. I really felt TV was my meat. Well, I have to go and make a speech. I haven't written it yet. I generally write in my car, but the last time I tried to think of a speech in my car, I got lost. You know my car keys?
I put him in your coat.
Oh, my coat. My coat.
Your coat's in your office.
My coat's in my office. That's...
You know what you need?
What's
a driver. Then you could write your speeches in your car and not get lost.
That's a good idea. Remind me to find one, okay?
Pete, your car, is it stick shift or automatic?
Automatic.
I've got just the guy for you.
Oh, you'll like him, too. He's a Viking.
Good. A link to another minority.